Nice job, Trace. Nice job.
Right.
Real professional, buddy. Real professional.
Perfect timing.
It's the hang. It's the hang plus one tonight. Thanks for coming over on a Friday night, Matt.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's good to see you.
I'm addicted to the hang.
And it's my fault. We missed our regular day this week. I had a meeting I could not get out of.
You got to pay the bills.
Had nothing to do with my bills. That's the worst part about it. But here I am.
I appreciate it. I mean, and I'm sure the people don't want to wait a week to see the Mike and Matt show.
I completely agree.
They'd actually be 2 weeks without the hang.
Well, and then
it'd be 2 weeks. People can't. There could be riots in the streets.
Well, then on top of it, there's too much stuff to cover. Like when we go 2 weeks, it's jam packed with crap. It's too much to get in.
You were there for all that.
Oh yeah,
all the MJ stuff.
Oh yeah,
That was what a trip. I definitely remember the one day where he's like MJ, he's like, I'm calling your wife a whore. I'm calling your wife a whore, and I'm like, why?
When that whole lawsuit happened and I had to take the stand or whatever, and I didn't want to be there, and it was a whole exchange with me and the cuck. It was because I just didn't want anything to do with it. And of course, like I was doing nights, and he, oh, really? You don't want to defend? I'm like, I just don't. I prefer not to be in court. Like, call me crazy.
Who wants to go to court?
But my wife was like, that was the most composed I've ever seen you on the stand or anywhere. Because she goes, your answers were great, and I thought back to it. I go, I guess it was I was pretty smooth in there, because they're like, and don't you think it's the worst thing for him to call Mr. Schnitt's wife a whore? And I looked at, I go, I can think of a lot worse things that he could have said or that anybody can say about somebody's wife than a whore. And I looked over at the jury, and I saw a couple people in the jury, and they were just like, like we met eyes, and they were like, he's gonna lose this one.
When the jury puts you over, that's a good one.
It was great. One. Yeah, literally, I met eyes, and I remember the guy's like, he gave me one of those, yes you can, sir.
We talked about it on this show before. It's like the public put over. If you've ever done something out in public and you get like a crowd going, hey, yeah, it's like, it's a really great feeling, something that, you weren't trying to get put over, but you did something, and you get, Trace was like, he said he was docking his boat the other day, and, he's making some, he's pretty good on the boat, and he made some kind of maneuver. He said the people were on the docks were like, oh,
I was like, I almost just parked it and went home. I was like, you completed my day.
How big is the boat?
It's a 21-foot pontoon.
Oh, the pontoon that I've seen.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha. Are those tough to maneuver?
It's not too bad, but...
Is it as difficult as... is it the same concept as far as, like, when you're docking that thing and maneuvering around?
Yeah, it's the same concept as any other boat, I'd say.
Okay. I like pontoons. Those seem like a lot of fun. It seems relaxing.
Hanging out.
He took us pontooning down the Homosassa yesterday.
Oh, man. That had to be nice.
Had some bush lights on ice and hitting the vape. It was 80 degrees with a breeze, some manatees. It's like, that's all I need right there. Then we hit some bars along the river.
How many bars do they have along that river?
Quite a few.
Yeah?
A few bars
Three or
on
four.
Jesus. And do the cops go out? I've been down there like one time on that river, but I don't recall seeing a bunch of cops. I don't really know.
There's not too many cops unless it's real busy. But I went out on Wednesday, so there was nobody. I went fishing by myself on Wednesday.
Okay.
And so there was nobody out. And when I was coming in, I just finished, just ripping my vape. And I'm in the channel. And you got to idle.
Yep.
And it's just me and a cop idling past each other. So it's just like me and a cop out in the ocean, nobody around. And I'm just driving, do I put my hands in my pockets, trying not to freak out.
It's the same fear when a cop's behind you. And even though you're not necessarily doing anything wrong, you're just like, come on, bro, please.
Yeah, I wasn't doing anything wrong. I just didn't know how to compose I was just like, what do I do? Do I put my hands by my side?
It is the most frustrating. When I went on the Homosassa, there was one spot just out of nowhere, my father-in-law is like, hey, we're going to go up to this one little area where everybody hangs out at. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's just this swarm of people, and they're all playing football and drinking beer.
Yeah.
And I'm going, where did this come from? This is like a, I don't want to say white trash because it's not. It was, but it kind of was.
Kind of is.
But like in the most beautiful way. And they're swinging from some rope off a tree and all this stuff. And going, where did this heavenly paradise come from? And nobody gives a shit if you have a Louis Vuitton or like, it doesn't matter at all. It was quite pleasant.
It's great.
Matt mingled with the common people. He found it quite refreshing. This is so refreshing. I could do this once a year.
These trashy people swinging from their trees.
I felt a common. It's my kinfolk right there, but I don't fit in with them because I don't know how to boat. I don't know how to. So I can't.
I don't.
It's not like I can have conversations.
I only boat with him when he takes me. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not somebody who wants to even learn to drive a boat.
Like
I don't need that responsibility.
Exactly. Like I'm not better than them. They're better than me because I don't know what I'm talking about. Therefore, I can't have a conversation with them because I'll just seem really out of place.
I wanted to chill out for a minute and stop driving because I was driving all day. And I looked around and I was just like, the only one who knows how to drive a boat here is my 7-year-old daughter.
Did you tell her to go for it?
Yeah.
But his daughters are going to be so like prepared for life because they can drive 4-wheelers, they can drive boats, Trace's docking. All of a sudden, 7-year-old Bella gets up and she's ready to grab the post so that the boat doesn't hit it. And I'm like, man, she
knows what she's doing.
These girls know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Man, the first time I did a 4-wheeler was at Livestock. And I was on ecstasy, and they were just kind of showing me how to shift through the gears, and I was like, whoa. I mean, I just was giving it a go, and then later on I learned to ride motorcycles and stuff. But that first time on a 4-wheeler on ecstasy, going down that.
And were you going with into the slee stacks or just?
No, it was actually along the road.
Geez.
Because they had that jail that was kind of like across the street.
Yeah,
it was like right down there, and I was gripping.
I've never taught anybody to drive a dirt bike to where the first time they just didn't pop the clutch and do a fucking wheelie and eat shit.
Yeah, it's an art.
That's for sure. I was talking about Trace's captaining ability on the water, and there was a time on the show where one of the listeners gave him
Oh God, this is the worst thing ever.
Gave him a captain's hat. And Bubba decided that he was going to have to wear that captain's hat.
Gotta wear it forever.
Couldn't take it off. And if he got caught without that captain's hat, he was in big trouble.
That's shot or electrocuted. It was terrible.
He made him grow a bad mustache one time. It's like
just because I got a new girlfriend too. I started dating Lauren, so he's like, "You gotta look like an asshole in front of her parents.
You gotta wear a captain's hat and have a waxed mustache.
Send me a picture on your date of you wearing your hat." It's like, what is fucking wrong? Like, I don't think if I did that job again, I'd walk out the first day. I wouldn't.
You get brainwashed into just that's how it is, and then
this is life.
Yeah, that's not life. That's a weird.
Well, I also got a new car around that time, and the girl that gave the girl that gave me the hat, he convinced everybody that she was my sugar mama.
Yeah.
Even though she never bought me anything, and he's just like, "Oh, she bought you that car, didn't she?" I'm like, "No, whatever." And then like a week later, he's like, "Did Susan really buy you that car?" I'm like, "You made that up, but like there's something wrong with you."
he like
convinced himself.
He would believe his own works. I think he's like O.J. Simpson. You just convince yourself. Liars convince themselves that they didn't do it.
It's funny. I was thinking. I think this week or around this time frame is the anniversary. I guess probably 11th anniversary of the Diako setup.
Oh wow, that's a long time.
Yeah,
yep.
I think it was around because I was in
anniversary.
My daughter was in the we were giving birth to her. I was there. I was there, man.
He was pushing.
I was. You're doing great. And the news came on. And they had that news story about the Diako set up Phil Campbell and all this stuff. And I'm watching it, and I'm just going, well, no shit. It was not a surprise in the least to me at all. And then when that whole story broke. I mean, again, I think we've talked about it before. That to me makes a more intriguing documentary than the Hogan stuff by far. By far, the fact that these attorneys and this cuck DJ
conspired with law enforcement.
Conspired law enforcement, had this guy pulled up, then sent the chick in there to grab the briefcase, and it had all these sensitive court case documents in there, like just the whole thing. And then
how was that not a mistrial?
dude, I mean the whole thing. And
The
then
defense, they stole the briefcase
after being honeypotted.
and had. What kind of judge was this?
That's another good question. And I think the cop he was forced to like retire early or something.
Yeah, what a
but
bummer, man. I guess that's what you get, though. That's
not
what you
really
get.
a bummer, because he got a pension. I think to this day, for the rest of his life, he makes like $75,000, and he's the one that
And look,
was a party to it.
And if you're doing that kind of stuff, what have you done throughout your career? If you're good,
Yeah.
if you're willing to screw somebody over,
Yeah.
what I mean, I'm sure you can justify it. Well, he was drunk anyway, but
Not.
it's not.
It's not the way it's supposed to go.
Not the way
Yeah.
it's supposed to go.
And
man.
then you get into it deeper, and then when they got to trial, and Stephen Diako, the judge, was like, "Who's your cell phone?" Or the attorney was like, "Who's your cell phone provider?" And he was like, "I don't know." okay, bro. All right, okay, sure. All right, you don't know. All right. Don't be high and moral about any fucking thing else ever again. You can't do it.
I think they had to close down the entire law firm.
Oh, they did? Yeah, they
with
got disbarred.
200 people.
Man.
Overall, just over that they could close it down.
Which is fair.
I know, yeah, I mean,
Like,
you can't.
he shouldn't be practicing law.
You gotta. You don't have to be above the law if you're a lawyer. You got to at least be equal with the law. You can't be doing that shady shit.
I wonder if, because people listen to the show and they don't know the backstory of some of the stuff that we talk about, Like, hold on. Okay, here's an article from 2016. So this was after it obviously took place. Last two lawyers disbarred in Diako DUI setup, calling it amongst the most shocking, unethical, and unprofessional conduct they have ever witnessed by lawyers. The justices of the Florida Supreme Court made it both official and unanimous Thursday. All three Tampa attorneys who set up the opposing counsel for a DUI arrest during a bare-knuckles trial in 2013 can never be lawyers in the state again.
Wow.
Did he get a DUI?
Oh, yeah, they
Did they?
Yeah, they arrested Phil Campbell on a DUI.
It's like I think no matter what you don't.
But it was entrapment.
It seemed like they throw that case out. It doesn't.
You would think so.
That might have got. I don't.
Why
I
does
mean,
that not
well,
get
the
thrown
point is,
out?
I think he got arrested. They took him in. I don't know what the outcome of the actual DUI.
I think
was.
Kevin Hazlett could have got him off really easy.
Oh,
Still on mugshots.com.
yeah, yeah. Oh God, this is so great. Yeah, Adams and Diako.
Trace, why don't you shut
So
that
good.
light out? It's too bright in here. I like the dark. Oh man, so much better.
Campbell intended to. Okay, here we go. A close family friend, a Tampa police DUI sergeant who set up a stakeout for Campbell. According to an investigation, Campbell intended to walk a few blocks home to his downtown apartment, but the paralegal from the Diako law firm persuaded him to drive her to her car. Sergeant Ray Fernandez pulled him over a few blocks away. Campbell, now 68, was charged with DUI and taken to jail. Diako told reporters the next day, "The whole thing makes me ashamed to be an attorney."
Oh, my God.
But the story quickly unraveled with the revelation of all those phone calls and text. Assigned to Campbell's DUI case, Pinellas prosecutors dropped the charge and issued a thick and damning report describing an undercover paralegal and detailing a setup. The report concluded while Adams and Diako lawyers insisted they were getting a drunken driver off the streets, they instead put considerable time, effort, and subterfuge into getting him off the getting him on the streets. I mean, it goes on and on.
It's a good point.
It was so.
I mean, but wouldn't that be the arrest be the fruits of the poisonous trees? Isn't that what they say?
Yeah.
Because from the very beginning, it's.
Yeah, it's shoot.
So you think it'd be tossed? I don't.
I think it was tossed.
Did he
Yeah,
get,
they
he got
said.
tossed.
Yeah, it
Okay.
got tossed.
Tossed. Yeah.
I always try and remember that fruits of the poisonous tree. I'm waiting to use that line one day.
I don't want to use any line ever.
Right? Never.
Never.
Exactly.
Dude, your wife scared me last week.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm just walking around my neighborhood. I'm just getting my steps in. And she just pulls up alongside. And she's like, "Hey, now I think I played it off okay, but she scared the living daylights out of me, dude. I don't get rolled up on. Like I don't like." And she did it.
Yeah.
She's like, "Hey," and I was startled, you know. Yeah. But then I was like, "Oh, hey," and I tried to.
Why don't you quit seizing out?
Yeah, once I quit season out, I was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And then, you know.
I told you about the time I scared him, right?
Who, me?
No, I scared him.
Oh, no.
Okay, so he's sitting in his car out there, and he's on his phone, and he was out there for a while. So I was like, well, let me go get him. You know, so I walk up, and he's like on his phone. He's like totally wrapped in his phone, you know.
Yeah.
And so I'm right at the window, so I put my face like right up to the glass, and it was like 2 minutes. I'm just sitting there, and I was like, I'm just gonna stay here. And finally, he goes, and he jumped out of his skin. He was like, you know, he was just like.
I got PTSD.
I felt bad.
I got PTSD. I scare very easily now, like for real.
Yeah. Sometimes it works out better than you think, you know.
Which part?
Scaring somebody. And you just feel bad almost.
Yeah, I felt bad about it actually because I thought he was gonna have a heart attack.
I always go like with a ball, like for the ridiculous. Like my kid will be like 50 yards away, and you try and throw the ball and hit him, you know. And 99 times out of 100, you don't hit him. But that one time, you're like, oh shit, I actually fucking nailed him right in the head.
You know, I miss spitballs. When's the last time you took a good straw with a spitball? You just shot it at somebody. Just over in the corner, you're just looking at it.
Oh my god!
I don't think kids know about spitballs nowadays.
I forgot about spitballs.
I don't think they're spitballing anymore.
Oh, bro, spitballs are the best.
I think they even have a concept. That's too much.
That you could take a
Logistics.
common pen, and you didn't even need a straw. You just take a pen and unscrew it, and take all the components out, and then just wad up a big spitball in there.
I don't have that.
Take your pen for writing, just take it all apart.
Yeah.
Use the paper you're supposed to be writing on.
So if they're not doing spitballs, there surely aren't pencil fighting these days, right?
No.
I don't know.
They don't even have pencils and pens. They have computers now. There's nothing. There's nothing going on.
What
There's
a bunch of wusses.
We used to make the
virtual spitball app. They have actually virtual spitball app.
You can
I
shoot
wouldn't
it,
doubt it.
and then the person on their phone receives it. Then they have to fire one back. And
That's what we're doing nowadays.
We used to sharpen mechanical pencils, you know, the mechanical pencils into a point, and then just throw them at somebody and it'd go in their skin and then just dangle
holy
there.
lead poisoning. The pencil fighting kids used to put them. They used to have like secret pencils in their backpack. Like if somebody wanted to pencil fight, they're like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll pencil fight," and they'd pull a pencil out of nowhere that had been soaked in glue in some sort of like in a vat of boiling water the night before, so they would have this like incredibly strong pencil.
I mean, like
Imagine
you
if
said,
Gene-
there's cheating in everything.
If Gene Lasker was your dad, man, you have this titanium pencil, and I
powder
powder
colored
coated it yellow, and put the number 2 on there. Allegedly, Gene Lasker is working on his podcast studio.
Oh, that's cool.
I've seen that. I mean, of course, you know Gene. He's got a nice house now, not too far from here, and so he's made. It looks like it's going to be a nice ass studio. So
I believe it.
We'll
Yeah.
have to go crash his studio.
Yeah,
I
let's
don't
do
know
it.
what. I don't know if he likes me or I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know
either.
where that-
I don't know either.
Yeah, so
You
I
never
don't know.
know. You
can't
Trust
come.
me, the last place I'm crashing is to Lasker's house.
Yeah, we'll get it okay. You know, I'll see if Gene knows the lowdown about you and he hates you or doesn't hate you.
I mean, either way, it's
He's
Fine, I
a
have no
somewhat
idea.
reasonable man. We'll give him the truth.
I always liked him. Just me personally, I always liked him.
I love Gene.
Like, I just appreciate his story. There's there's
It's
a lot
a
of
great
people.
story.
It's a
It
great
is.
story. There's certain people in this life that you get handed stuff or you silver spoon, all this stuff. Lasker just is a guy who just fucking figured it out. Just figured it out, and I don't know how
smart. See, he's got business smarts.
Yeah,
that guy,
for sure.
man,
Hustles.
If you talk to him, you'd think, "Oh, this guy's stupid." No, it's just the way he talks. He's a pretty fucking smart guy.
I completely agree. Gene, if you hear this, I have no problem with you.
We need to pull this off and send it to Gene. Like, you know, that's what Bubba did. Anytime he said something good about something,
Air
we
check.
gotta pull it off and send it to him. We'll
I
send it
used to do
Gene.
movie reviews with Gene Lasker. And it was
I
just a
forgot.
blast to go out to the movies with Gene.
Oh, you'd actually go to the
Oh,
movie?
yeah,
forgot about
we'd go
that.
do movie reviews. And
Oh, my God.
we'd watch about 15 minutes of movie and be like, I gotta get the guy.
Stupid. This movie's the worst. Oh, yeah, this is ridiculous. Fucking Frozen.
I forgot about the Lasker Trace movie reviews. Yeah, Gene, Gene was like tell you about when he used to do Gene's picks, the NFL picks. I may have told you that. Yeah,
That you did.
and he kind of sabotaged them, and it's like, you got this guy coming in here for free, wearing
It's too funny. I gotta ruin it.
elaborate monster face makeup, and Bubba completely ignores the fact that for 4 hours Gene's sitting there in green monster makeup that he got up at 3 a.m. to have his wife do. And
Maybe that's funnier. Maybe that's the funnier bit. It's just not put it over at all.
And but how bad is this when Gene Lasker, who comes in there one day a week for free, goes, man, we gotta do something to get some attention on Twitch. Yeah, he gets it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a visual medium.
It was we at one point. It was just this whole sabotage. It's like, why are you sabotaging yourself? It didn't make any sense to me.
Self-sabotage is a big thing with sociopaths and narcissists.
How is it? Is it like subconsciously they sabotage themselves?
That or, it's that and the Sodom touch. Some people have the Midas touch.
Yeah.
Some people have the Sodom touch.
Yeah.
There's certain just folks who just have.
See, I don't know if
They pretend it's a Midas touch, but it's really a
it's
Sodom
all it is.
touch.
It is. Everything turns brown.
Speaking of, are we on Twitch right
shit.
now? Is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
Oh, okay,
You
cool.
scared me for a
I
second.
wasn't sure.
No, I've been out of the corner of my eye, keep looking over, and I was like, yeah, it's working.
Yeah. And if
I restarted the OBS, and now it works.
well, because here's the thing: if they are watching on Twitch, and for some reason, if it gets, if it cuts off, we're gonna switch to the YouTube feed. Is
That's
that right?
right. That's a good idea to
Good
promote
idea.
that because otherwise
Look at
people
that.
would not know where to go, man.
Yeah. So
Thank you very
it's
much,
smart.
sir.
Thank you. It's a genius.
If that's all it takes for me to be a genius, I'll take it.
If it cuts out here, we're going to YouTube, and then if it cuts out on YouTube, we're just going to record it for the what?
For Spotify and
Spotify and
Apple
the
Podcasts and Google
and the VIP. So
the VIP.
that'll be it.
which is clusterfshow.com
clusterfshow.com.
is the VIP. That's right.
I got a couple notifications.
Uh-oh.
The notifications for let's see, it says here, we've reviewed your content and determined that it may not be suitable for viewers under the age of 18 per our
right.
community guidelines.
That sounds about right.
The Hang with
Could've
Mike
told
and
you
Matt
that.
is now age restricted. The Hang with Mike and Matt.
Oh, that
Age
explains the
restricted.
view count.
Oh, see?
Boo.
Yeah, you see that? Yeah. And then, see, boy, what a bunch of dicks. They're going back now. Like YouTube went, we've got a new algorithm, and we're going to go back for all your videos and make sure they're up to snuff.
Fuck, man.
This one
man.
says, we've reviewed your content, blah, 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 18 community guidelines. The video highlight is Donna's tall people breeding theory, Trace.
What?
Donna's tall people breeding theory.
He's talking about tall people banging, and that gets you kicked off.
I mean,
guess.
so I was looking for this one,
Yeah.
So I was scrolling, and I was looking at all the stuff, like the man with two penises and all this stuff. It's like,
Go on.
Well, eventually they're just, they're just gonna flag me for everything I talk
Yeah.
about because that's our whole show.
So it's just age restriction, right?
yeah, but
In all fairness, I don't know if
mean,
I'd want a kid. I don't want a kid listening
that's
to some
true.
of
I
this
mean,
stuff, so I
we-
get it.
No.
but why does that stop the views?
Doesn't stop kids either, though.
That's my thing is,
Like,
yeah, ours
our-
gets flagged, but I guarantee if my 11-year-old daughter wants to find something that's nasty on TikTok or
like
wherever,
that,
it's
like that.
yeah, it's not getting flagged.
But like, who that listens to the Hang isn't gonna listen because it's for adults?
A real Karen.
I mean, but there's no Karens that listen to us.
No,
you know?
in fact, our audience is still 100% male. I sent you the screenshot to prove it.
I was thinking about that today. We do dude radio here, Trace. Nothing
Dude
but
radio.
Yeah, I don't know if
nothing
you
but-
know.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing but
100% dude.
Real manly.
100%
A lot of dicks.
just It's the sausage
Just
fest.
cock talk.
Cock talk with Matt and Mike.
The new name of the show, the Cock Talk.
The sausage fest. It's the sausage fest. But like I was thinking about like today, Ned. You know, he had a handful of women in his chat, and I'm like, how does Ned, you know, with like way more vile than the stuff we do, you know, we're not talking about anal and stuff, you know, but the women like Ned better. The women don't like the Mike and Matt. I don't understand.
I wouldn't put it past us to talk about anal, but
No, we will.
I would love that. Now that you mention it, I'd love to go there.
oh, I knew we were.
I was. No, never mind. I'm there. One of my son's friends wanted to try comedy.
Yeah.
So he's like, I need to, you know, he's trying to formulate jokes or he's talking about this stuff, and I just was like, got to keep it simple. I was like, you know, for instance, just walk up there and go, man, I just tried anal for the first time. Boy, does that hurt. You know, just simple stuff like that. And he was like, that's brilliant. I got to write that down.
He had to write that down. It's a lot.
All right. Yeah. Way to polish up your act. My Henny Goodman one-liner from
Henny Youngman.
Henny Youngman. That's a good one. Henny Youngman. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't need people to know those kind of jokes anymore. I mean, there were bad jokes back then. Like, take my wife, please.
And then you always
that was his big line. Take my wife.
You always had to have the asshole playing the drums in the back, doing the rim shot thing, because otherwise people didn't even know it was a joke.
Yeah,
It's
like
like,
you
the
had a guy
it's like
talking.
the laugh track.
Yeah, you
an
gotta-
old time laugh track. Oh, we're supposed to laugh at that stupid shit.
You had to cue people off to go, oh, yeah, okay, that's the joke.
Now, are you watching Big Bang Theory? Do you watch that show?
Uh-huh.
I despise people that watch it for some reason.
No, then I have not.
I was going to say, what's he going to answer after you say that?
I wanted to give him a warning.
No, real talk. I've never seen a full episode. I've tuned into it accidentally because you know they do those marathons. You know, Jesus Christ, 24 hours of Big Bang Theory, and it's some nerd doing it. You know, I don't know if they're gonna plan it. And I'm like, okay, I'm off of this. So no, I have not. Is it a good show?
I don't know.
It's horrible.
I used to be forced to watch it at work. We had a TV in the restaurant, in the back of the restaurant, and this kid would put it on and just watch it and laugh the whole time. And it just infuriated me. I was just like, stop laughing. It's not funny.
Yeah, when you know there's nothing funny on it at all, and you're like, why are you laughing? But then that's a difference in humor. Like, people aren't built like us. Like, people are not built.
Yeah.
The mainstream is
Yeah.
not built like this. And we're not even that fringe, but we're still fringe. Like, there's a
Yeah.
reason why Big Bang had like 22 million people viewing into it, right? Like,
There's a lot of
assholes out there.
dumb people.
A lot of dumb
a lot of
facts.
people who like corny jokes. There's a
Yeah.
lot of dumb people who like corny jokes.
It's true.
And, you know, we don't appeal to dumb people who like corny jokes.
They're not
we
even
need a
corny,
laugh track.
corny
We need a laugh
jokes,
track.
though. If you listen to it without a laugh track, it's just people talking to each other.
Oh no! Like that's
And
if
pausing.
You could Google it. Google Big Bang Theory no laugh track. I've seen some of the clips, and it's just like It's horrifying. It's just like, how do they if like me and you were us three were reading a comedy script, and the jokes were so lame, or maybe they get brainwashed because
Are you going to the movies later? I know I am. Like, what the fuck are they laughing?
The acting on the Big Bang Theory was horrific. It was like
Would it be better if he was just like, and by the way, I fucked your mom. Just an off the color comment.
It'd be way better.
Whoa.
Oh, now I'm watching.
Oh, what's that one that weird girl who hosted Jeopardy? What's her name? She got a weird name.
Bialik.
Yeah, Mia Bialik. She can't act. She was a terrible Jeopardy host. That they had like the Indian guy, and he's like the most stereotypical Indian, you know, like dweeb you ever heard. It's just,
One of those Apu.
yeah, but just like bad acting. But maybe it was just the lines. I don't know. Like that. How you can tell a good sitcom is if they don't have a laugh track.
It's like three gay guys with girlfriends. It doesn't
Well, like that show Friends. I mean, it was just at the end of it, like season 8 was just an orgy. They've all banged each other. Everybody, like, and who lives in an apartment? I mean, there's so many things wrong with the structure of that show. You guys are all Peter-in-laws. Every single one of you guys.
They would all hate each other.
Oh, for
after
sure.
all that shit, right?
Right? How can you...
You banged her too, yeah. Well, I banged her, and
Yeah, and then they're getting engaged. It's like, I banged her, right? Like,
he's my the
Best man banged the wife.
Banged your wife.
and then they all end up in a coffee shop. I'm like, what? I don't think so.
It's not even remotely believable.
I mean, Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's one. No laugh track. It's just good.
It's so good.
Right?
It's so
Always
good.
Sunny. No laugh track.
yeah.
It's just
good.
Good. Seinfeld laugh track, but that was the.
It was the times.
That was the times.
It was the times.
Yeah.
I don't think they would have made it out of the gate without a laugh track because the first season was
kind of sucked.
First season was They
Yeah.
were like, we don't even know if it's going to go on. Then it turned into the best. But if they'd have done the first season without a laugh track, they would have canceled it because people aren't used to that.
Yeah.
It took a long,
The
time
first-
for people to get used to it.
The first season of Seinfeld, there's a different couch in Jerry's apartment than there was in some of the other seasons.
It was the couch.
Well, what I know is when I didn't like the first season very much, right? So if there's a
You didn't like the
Seinfeld
couch.
marathon on, and I see that couch, I'm going, I'm skipping this. Like I don't need to watch this because it's got the bad couch.
Bad couch.
Yeah. Cursed couch.
Yeah, Seinfeld to come on, randomly during the afternoon, and I always sit down and watch it. It's just good.
one of those.
It's good. Great characters. Just great characters.
But
do you ever watch Seinfeld? You've watched it,
I
haven't you?
see it. It's on Comedy Central more nowadays.
Yeah.
On like Wednesdays or something, and I'll watch it. It's watchable.
But like we've played it many times when Kramer and Newman are they're letting it get below E.
Oh yeah.
And
How
it's
far can
like-
you go past the?
I mean, it's just then
slash.
Then they finally go for it again, and it's just so funny. Just because if you get into the characters on Seinfeld, you got to some series you have to get into the characters to appreciate it. Like it's always funny if you don't know Charlie.
I mean, that's
what a
literally
great character it is.
me on my way to work every day in the morning because there's like no gas. It's like a way out of the way to get to the gas
How far
station.
can you go?
I hop in. I'm like, 40 miles till E. It's like exactly 40 miles to here.
Yep.
I'm like, we're doing it.
There was the character John O'Hurley who. I think his name's John O'Hurley.
Jonathan O'Hurley or something like that.
Who played Jay Peterman in Seinfeld. And he came into the studio a long time ago.
Oh yeah, I remember.
But prior to me knowing what Seinfeld kind of was, I didn't know it. I was like 19 or 20, whatever I was, right? I didn't really, I didn't appreciate it. I mean, I took a picture with him. We interviewed him, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But now I look back at the picture and going, that motherfucking Jay Peterman, man. I love that character.
It was such a great character. It was such a great voice, but his
It's so delivery. It was so
it
delivery.
was so good, and his character, he was such a eccentric weirdo. It was so good. I think when he came into the studio, I think afterwards I got him to put down some drops.
Oh,
and it's
dude.
like, I don't know how do I not have the John Peterman drops?
Well,
I'm shocked. I'm shocked you don't have those. Just
do you,
awe.
Mike?
Maybe I
you-
do.
yeah,
Maybe I
alright.
do.
They're
I
somewhere.
think we need another cord for that thing you gave me.
Oh, okay.
So we'll get another cord.
Gotcha.
But things like today, the once the grandkids come over, it's like
All the wheels are off.
I got Mike and I got the hang coming up, and the grandkids are here, and trying to get my bike ride in.
Becomes the
Oh
day.
my God, it becomes a whole to-do, man.
big
A
to-do.
big to-do. Bickety Bang just subscribed for 23 months. Thank you, Bickety Bang.
So sorry, I don't know.
No, go ahead.
I was just looking at my list of my show prep stuff, right? And one thing that I put on here was the Vince McMahon stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
I
getting
just heard that today. I was
crazy.
just like, because the accusations are pretty bad. I mean, really, really bad.
I haven't even heard about it.
Oh my God,
really bad.
like bad.
What are they?
Like he shit
Spill the
on
beans.
somebody, like literally.
Like did they want to be shit on?
I don't think so. There's an article I don't know if you have your email, but I sent you an article of like just from today, and I think now Slim Jim, because the Royal Rumble's here in town this weekend, and I think Slim Jim is canceled their sponsorship. That takes something. If Slim
Slim Jim.
Jim's been a mainstay.
It's literally a sleeve of trash.
Yeah.
Oh God,
The meat sleeve.
The meat sleeve of trash.
Even the meat sleeve is like, hey man, we don't want to be anywhere near this situation.
I think there's like 30 something different seasonings in it to make it not taste like asshole, like pig asshole.
It is pretty good though. Whatever they're putting in
Oh
there.
yeah.
That makes me want to get a Slim Jim on my way home tonight.
I mean, when you eat after you're done eating a Slim Jim, the entire inside of your mouth is coated with lard. With lard, it's quite disgusting.
There is a film, like a silky coating on there. Like if you eat it out, like it's always good to keep it in the wrapper. It's probably why they have it.
That's why they do have one.
Because the second you take it out and it hits your fingers, like if you touch your face, you're getting a pimple in like 3 hours.
Because forget OPEC. Let's just use the Slim Jim. Power on cars.
My car
with
runs on Slim Jim. Big fat assholes.
Oh, big assholes! Like if you take it out, if you squeeze your Slim Jim out the top, this white stuff will come out. It's just
I don't think you're talking about Slim Jim at this point.
And it moves super slick too. It's so
nasty,
but it's so
Oh,
good.
It is good.
Well, I don't know, what do they flavor that with? I guess pig assholes have a distinct flavor.
Yeah. I mean, in all fairness, I ate a Costco hot dog today for lunch, so I'm in no position to speak on anything as far as nitrates are concerned.
I mean, you take a bite of a Slim Jim and you're chewing it up, but like some parts of it just don't ever get chewed up all the way. And it's like,
And then there's that one little lump of something, and you go, I gotta dig this out. I don't know what that is. And then you put it on your tip of your finger. You go, I still don't know what that is, but I'll flick it off and
take another bite.
move on with my day.
Yeah, we've all gotten that. It's parts is parts, man. It's just, some parts don't get ground up sometimes. Sorry about the little white thing.
When you're eating lips and assholes, eventually you're gonna eat some lips and assholes.
Sorry about that little baby cow fragment.
Yeah.
That skull fragment in your head.
Skull fragment. Oh.
Yeah, that's
Man,
what
but
it was.
these accusations.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just the headline of the article: Vince McMahon at the center of new bombshell sex trafficking accusations, as former WWE staffer Janelle Grant said he paid to keep quiet.
Shut up!
And alleges he forcefully used sex toys on her that he had named after his wrestlers.
Yes.
That's like that reminds me of somebody I've done.
I'll be in my office if you need me.
Now I'm going to use the Natalie Mandingo on you. How you like that, honey? Yeah, the Natalie Mandingo. Yeah.
Scream yes! Scream yes!
Yes.
Scream yes! Yeah. And the problem is there's so many people that have respected Vince McMahon for so long. All the wrestlers, they all have to put him over because that's their employer, and they have to obviously. He's legendary. His work ethic's like no other. All this, everything that's, and now this comes out, and they all have to be like, so do we just like shut up now? Like, how does this work? Because he's not technically in charge of WWE anymore. Because he offloaded a bunch of his stock a couple weeks ago. Like they knew this was. I mean, this is just one of the many accusations that have come down the pipe, but. This one's bad.
I mean, they were saying that he like sex trafficked her to other wrestlers.
See, that's a weird term to me, because
he pimped her out to other wrestlers. He did. I think. According to her, he did.
Now
he didn't pay.
And I don't want to take anything away from the word sex trafficking because that's serious and that's real, right? But is it sex trafficking or is it? Hey, bro, I got a piece of this. You got to get a piece of this too. Let me link you guys up. Like, again, I don't know, but does that qualify as sex trafficking, or is that like, dude, I got a live one on the line and she's willing to? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really understand. You got to know the whole story. Cause, But
that's
seems as if she's claiming that he R. Kelly'd her. He got her in there and forced her and coerced her and cajoled. I don't know.
And they're saying that he defecated on her.
I didn't hear that one.
I think that's in there. And then also him and there was another guy named Johnny Laurinaitis, who was one
Johnny
of
Laurinaitis.
the... And they like tag teamed this broad together, and then he like coerced her to send messages to other wrestlers. I think like Brock Lesnar has been, accused of being sent some stuff, like sexual innuendos because, he wanted him to join the WWE. All this, it is a crazy thing. But I'm thinking to myself, like, unfortunately, this is just, I hate to say it, but it just seems like the way things operated back then.
I don't know about that.
In this sort of industry, maybe not.
I mean,
not anymore. You
It's
can't
not
do
that
it.
long ago, is it? How long ago was it?
I don't know.
I mean, probably 90s, 2000s. Right?
It was crazy times, man.
I mean, if you read this story, well, first, I don't get this. I mean, how stupid is Vince McMahon? McMahon stopped.
I'm not stupid.
He stopped making payments on a $3 million NDA after the first million. So, I mean, if you agree to a $3 million NDA, you don't want that shit out, right? I mean,
Yeah,
you're paying
$3 million.
So, and then you're like, I'm not
Paid
paying
enough.
anymore. I'm done. You're fired. It's like, no, I'm not fired. You still owe me. No.
And here is Grant claims, the woman claims she suffered bruising and bleeding after McMahon forcefully penetrated her with sex toys, which he named after his wrestlers. Here's the Triple H!
I wonder if it was like old school guys, like the Junkyard Dog. Take the Brooklyn Brawler. Here's a Coco Beware. I'm about to perform the Bushlicker on you. Or Bushwhackers.
Two at once! I mean, this is...
You get the strap. You've done great.
This is too bizarre to not be.
It's super
real.
weird. It's super, but I don't think it, like it's weird, right? But I don't find it like when I saw the headline, I'm going, yeah, that tracks. Like it doesn't seem. That's the thing is, it's just kind of like you go, yeah, I could see that happening. I could see all of this happening. There's nothing that is so outlandish that you go, no, that couldn't be true.
Well, I mean, he runs an organization where grown men fight in their underwear, but it's fake.
It's all machismo. It's all steroid. Like it's everything. It's a recipe for disaster.
It really
It
is.
really is. I mean, any of the wrestling documentaries I watch are just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's like they tell a story and there's like, there was a mountain of cocaine in his bathroom. It's like
Oh man, those dark,
literally a mountain of cocaine.
those Dark Side of the Ring episodes, they're crazy.
I mean, is it every male that reaches a certain amount of power and success and fame becomes a complete narcissistic sociopath degenerate?
It's got to be 99%. It's got to be.
It seems to be a lot.
It's got to be.
It seems to be a lot.
I think that's also the type of people that try and become that
that's
as well.
I've said I've said it before. I've been saying it way before all this Pizzagate bullshit. It's like pedophiles run the world, and if your main thing in life, for a lot of people is their sexuality. So if your sexuality is that you want children, you're going to do whatever it can, if you're like a savvy guy, to rise to a place where you can do it and not get caught. That's your main focus in life. So, guys like me trying to make it to the top, being a good guy, pedophile guys stabbing me in the back all day long.
Sure.
And they get to the top. Look at the Catholic Church. Look at entertainment. Look at the Boy Scouts. They get to the top. Pedophiles run the goddamn world.
And the messed up part is they have a lot of those power. A lot of them have a good run. Now, sometimes they'll get caught, and sometimes eventually 25, 30 years down the road, it's like, hey, wait a second, you did this, and I was 12. All this stuff comes out. But they still had a good 30-year run in between, right? Like, so it's like, okay, they're 80 years old, and they're on trial for something, that happened. But they had
a great run.
Yeah, a strong number of years where it didn't matter at all.
Well, look at the Epstein, okay, that list came out and we're like, oh, everybody's like, finally the list is out, and like, oh, who's on it? And this guy's, and it was like, and now it's gone, and nobody's going to ever go to jail. If you're a rich and powerful pedophile, you will never go to jail.
Can I have you bring up something else by chance? It was another thing I sent you via email. It's a tweet, and it has a little bit to do with Jeffrey Epstein. And I don't know if you remember this or not, but I told you about this kid, Jack Mullers, weeks back. And we watched one of them, I think, on the VIP portion of the show. And he's a Bitcoin maximalist, right? He's got an app called Strike, but he's a brilliant kid. Brilliant kid who...
Listen up, Trace. Trace is, he dabbles in the crypto.
Okay, so you get it.
Yeah, I get it. I get what you're talking about. Picking it up. Picking up what you're throwing down.
But if anybody out there listening, look up Jack Mullers. If you see him on CNBC or you see him on Fox Business, any of these places that you can find this kid and listen to what he says, it's brilliant. And this is like an example of a kid who doesn't give a fuck. And there's you have to, you got to respect it, right? Because like Jamie Dimon here, who he's talking about, the head of JP Morgan, hates Bitcoin. Fine, good, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And they ask him about his thoughts on what Jamie Dimon had to say about Bitcoin. And this is kind of his response to it, which I love it. I think this is great.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Brad.
I'm not taking any advice from this guy.
You think so, right? Until you
We'll see.
Until you hear him talk. But yeah, he always does interviews in an empty closet in his house in a hoodie. Like, that's just him.
And, well, just to know that this is a closet.
Yeah.
This closet
Shit,
is...
I mean, I thought that was his bedroom,
No,
so
no,
he's
it's
doing
just-
pretty good if that's his closet.
Yeah, I guarantee he's got a big ass.
Is this his gimmick, or does he not own anything?
He don't care.
He doesn't
probably
care.
doesn't care.
What do I think about Jeffrey Epstein's banker being concerned that a distributed, decentralized, open public money?
See, what is this on?
Well, this was originally on, I think, CNBC. But right now this is on Yahoo.
But for him to say that, Jamie Dimon's big. He's one of the most powerful men
Yes.
in the world.
And they had him on live, and
this guy-
he shot his shot.
This guy just called
We need to have the
out.
stop market on our channel. It makes it look better.
We should. I bet there's an app for that. Let's look into that, Trey.
Epstein's banker.
Oh, I got to get this. This is such a good line.
It's
It's
so
such a
good.
good line, man.
What do I think about Jeffrey Epstein's banker being concerned that a distributed, decentralized, open public money could potentially be used for bad things? Sitting on a ski resort in Davos? I don't really care.
I mean, he's won me over with the first sentence.
It's
the
amazing.
first sentence. That's excellent.
I don't know why anyone cares, right? I mean, that guy knows when money's used for bad things. So it's a weird opinion of his. And my pet rock
He's the most corrupt piece of shit in the world. This guy's great.
was up, as you said, 160% last year. It performed well against the dollar. So I don't know. I don't really care what that guy has to say about Bitcoin. I don't know why anybody does.
When you think about Bitcoin and transactions that we're seeing, and a lot of the focus.
I don't think this is a fair matchup. This guy against this guy.
So it doesn't matter who Jack Mullers goes up against. He will roast them and eat them alive. He's just better at doing this than they are. And
Yeah.
he's just better at it.
I'm gonna have to follow this guy.
At least coming into last year too, was not just what the ETF approvals would look like, but what also the utilization from here would look like moving out of the crypto winter. What type of utilization are you seeing?
I mean, first of all, Bitcoin's this open public digital infrastructure for the world. So you see utilization all over planet Earth for all sorts of different things, right? Anyone can do whatever they want with it, which is part of the beauty and part of the attraction. I personally think that the killer use case we'll see over the next few years is the fact that all 8 billion human beings on the planet face fiat debasement. That means that their government's local currency loses value persistently. And global debt to GDP is what, 360% right now? So, I mean, everyone has to own something else. And I think the killer use case over the next few years is going to be owning something that they can't make any more of. And so that's why I think Wall Street's attracted to it. That's why I think you've seen a price run up, is because, I mean, even gold being bullish in the face of a hawkish Fed, the world is concerned with the treasury and the bond market. The world is concerned with the debt that governments have accrued.
This guy's making more sense than anybody I've ever heard talk financially. I mean, you know,
Isn't that the truth? Like, he's not saying anything that's
guy knows his
out of
shit.
the realm.
He knows he knows his shit.
Yes,
That's all
for
it is.
sure.
He knows his shit.
Without any growth. And they found this thing that's free to hold, that's scarce, that you can put in your brain. And it's just the killer app. It's the best expression of fiat debasement that literally everyone on the planet has to face. So
I'm surprised this guy's still alive.
Right?
Fiat,
Epstein.
the fiat debasement. We don't want to go with a fiat debasement. Don't want to go with a fiat debasement.
that to me is the killer app. And then people make payments with it. People do all sorts of stuff with it because there's no central governing party to tell them not to, which is beautiful. It's pure humanity.
Well, Jack, it's Johnny here. It's good to see you. I'm curious to get your perspective then on regulations. There's been lots of talk about what exactly that is going to look like, whether or not that would be a bullish thing for the industry, whether or not it's going to hold the industry back. Where do you stand on regulation? And I guess, what are you expecting to hear from lawmakers, to hear from regulators here in the U.S. this year in terms of the movement that we could potentially see?
Yeah, so to be clear, me personally and my company, we are a Bitcoin company. I'm a Bitcoiner. I think crypto is a load of garbage. I think it's generally a distraction to what this technology and this movement represents and is here to change. And so how the world is going to sort out the fact that some kid named Vitalik Buterin printed a lot of coins in his basement and then pre-sold them to people and has been promising all sorts of crazy things that have never happened. I don't know. Is that a security? But I guess the point is, I don't care. Everyone knows that Bitcoin has regulatory clarity, that Bitcoin is now officially on Wall Street, that Bitcoin is distributed, it works, its monetary policy has never changed. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to change the world through Bitcoin and push Bitcoin as far as we can as humanity and society. So the regulation on...
talks a good game.
Yeah.
Talks a good game. I don't know if he's legit. He could be a con artist, but he talks a good game. I believe him.
It's chin's held high. I believe him.
I think altcoins are arbitrages on this trend. I don't think they'll be around, by the time I die. I imagine, what is Dogecoin going to do for society over the next 20 years? Come on, what are we talking about? So I guess I don't really care. Bitcoin has the clarity it needs, and I think it's going to be a $5, $10, $20 trillion asset over the next 18 months.
Jack, you mentioned Vitalik, of course, the Ethereum co-founder. When you think about what we've already seen with the spot Bitcoin ETF and a lot of attention now pointing towards whether we will see an Ethereum or an Ether ETF come forward, do you believe that that's like the next kind of dam-breaking type of moment to really thrust even more institutional knowledge and even more institutional investment and inflows into crypto as a whole, even though I know you just said that crypto is a load of garbage?
Yeah, crypto's loaded garbage. Jamie Dimon was Jeffrey Epstein's banker. Like, a lot of this stuff is just noise, pure unethical, malicious noise. My opinion, guys, again, is that global debt to GDP is 360%. What does that mean? The governments have piled up so much debt with no way to pay it back. So who's fronting that bill? I mean, someone's run up a $36 trillion bill at the bar. Who's paying for that? And the answer...
This guy's so dead on. He's so dead on. Who's paying for that? A $36 trillion bill at the bar.
When you break it down,
See, it's
its simplest terms,
it's so good. He's so right.
is whoever's holding the currencies that they can debase, that they can print more of. They have to issue more debt and print more currency to pay that bill. And so everyone has to find something else to hold. Do I want to hold Ethereum? Ethereum's a tech play. Ethereum's a gamble that Jamie Dimon's going to use it. What'd he say in his ski resort Davos interview, that he's going to use it to flip real estate? What does that even mean? That doesn't mean anything. People don't know history. I was around when Ethereum got hacked, and that the Ethereum Foundation cherry-picked transactions. They were like,
this guy should be president. This guy's just a genuinely smart guy. Right. And he's like, a lot of people who are smart in some things aren't smart in other things. This guy seems like he gets a lot of shit. He gets how everything works.
Yeah, to know how the world works and how finance works and know, just be able to put it all together in concise thoughts and that anybody can understand and go. And if you disagree with him, I don't know why. I don't know why somebody would realistically disagree with anything he's saying.
So you see, the only problem is this. If what he's saying is true, this guy will be the one that every powerful person in the world wants to stop, and they will because they're the most powerful people in the world.
Or they get on board and buy into Bitcoin.
Not if it's going to affect them negatively.
Yeah, I mean, there's arguments to be made, and
I'm not.
Like,
Look,
and I feel
Bitcoin,
badly because I'm not here to shield Bitcoin. Like, don't get me wrong. I
know
think this
that
guy's
every
great.
time we mention Bitcoin, you get $10.
Oh, well, you can use my promo code.
Look, I love this guy. I love everything he's saying, but if they want to get you, they'll just get you, man. They'll get you, and he's like the most wanted for the elites, I think, right now. We can't have this guy talking this in this sense.
We broke something, so that transaction doesn't exist. We're going to change the monetary policy here. That's what I'm going to do to hedge the Federal Reserve and the fact that they got to front a $37 trillion bill. Yeah, no thanks. And no one on Wall Street thinks that either, right? Bitcoin is the actually only innovation that is attractive to solve what is the biggest financial problem ever, which is central banking. So Ethereum is a tech play. And if Ethereum turns into the new Tesla, like a stock, like an equity, great. Sure, people are going to get stimulus checks and they're going to go punt Ethereum and, bet that Vitalik is the new Elon Musk. But it's not a new world reserve currency that everyone can use to escape the fact that we're all going to get debased because over the last 100 years, governments accrued so much debt that we're in serious trouble. I mean, the last thing I'll say, guys, the bond market has never been this bad. The 60-40 portfolio that's so safe, bond holders are doing way worse than this guy who just casually owns Bitcoin, right? So this is a massive problem. And no, I don't think Solana, Ethereum, Dogecoin. No, I don't think that matters.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
It just cracks me up.
Oh, see, like to me, like when you listen to that guy talk, it's like that guy knows what he's talking about. When you listen to like 90% of the people in power, and they're just spouting talking points, and they don't. There's no substance to what they're saying.
Yeah,
like. That's great. I love listening to that guy. It's like Vivek Ramsey. I don't necessarily Ramaswamy. Vivek Ramaswamy. I don't necessarily believe he's legit, but God, I love listening. The shit he says is true.
Yes.
I don't know if he'll institute it ever, but it's true. What he said, he speaks truths.
Yeah, and then when you do the AB, so you've got Vivek talking, and then you've got Nikki Haley talking, and Nikki Haley's, like you just said, it's all talking points. It's all, you can just, you know it's bullshit. Like, how do you not know that that's bullshit?
Because you're an idiot. Like, we're not idiots. See, we don't program to idiots, and we're not idiots. But, like, if you're buying, there's just a difference between somebody who's talking. Like Vivek, like I love the way, like somebody will question him in a press conference or something, and he'll say, give that person the mic, and he'll let them ask the question. And then he'll speak, and he'll let them speak. And it's like, nobody does that. Nobody does that. And he knows his shit. He's probably a con artist, but hey, man, he's a good... I'm tired of these lame ass...
I don't want a trained politician.
I'm tired of Lindsey Graham and Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, who they can't... I want somebody slick to take my money.
I'm with you. Yeah. Make it a good show.
Make it a good show. We deserve a good show, man.
Are these people, though, really asking questions? Like, I never believe in them. Like, they set these people up to ask these questions.
A lot of it.
It's all a setup. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Those town halls, and I'm not buying into it.
I'm buying none of it.
Yeah.
No.
Come on.
They never get blindsided by it.
Yeah. And occasionally when somebody does blindside them, they go, hey, what about our troops? They get thrown out immediately. Hey, wait a second.
Don't ask about them.
Yeah, hey, come on.
I respect the troops.
It's a town hall here. Let's have a little respect.
It's a crock of shit.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
My cuppeth is empty, or emptieth.
Yeah, mine too.
Let's take a quick break and get some more beverages. And let's see. Oh, here, I don't know what I can play. I'm going to play Donna's tall breeding theory.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's
like he's self-sabotaging.
Yeah.
Like, all right, he's turning
Don't
into
have the
something.
Sodom touch.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should. See, I got to learn to
I'll
play.
get us canceled right now.
Watch me.
I learned from the best. I learned from the best how to self-sabotage, guys.
When we come back, we're going to take this cucumber and see how far we can.
Okay.
Bend over.
I'm going to play a natatorial that I've played before.
Even that's questionable, but all right.
No, see, now you got me. How about Noah's Ark? That's probably.
Oh God.
How's this sound? Let's see.
Oh my God.
It's not that sound too. It's Ned watching the Tommy Lee Pamela sex tape.
Oh boy.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
I'll be in my office.
God bless you, I told you never to come in my bedroom when the door's locked and I'm watching the video. God bless it.
How come that girl from Baywatch doesn't have her bang suit on? What's he doing to him?
She's giving him CPR.
I thought CPR was in the mouth.
He's giving her the Heimlich maneuver.
Is he choking?
Yes, she will be. She will be.
Bible story! Bible story! Noah's Ark!
What?
Noah's Ark!
Noah's Ark. All right.
Noah's Ark.
Well, first of all this hogwash about God making it rain for 40 days and 40 nights, that's a crock of bullshit. That flood had nothing to do with the Lord. That was just some hellacious biblical El Nino. Typical Christians taking credit for everything. So Noah builds this giant freaking ark to house every one of the millions of species on Earth. Yeah, that's believable. So he's got all these millions of animals jammed on this ark he built out of fucking Lincoln logs or something. And he spends 24/7 shoveling shit from the entire animal kingdom. And Noah's getting kind of pissed off because his brother, Joah, ain't helping out.
What were their last names?
I don't know, Bloa.
Joah Blower.
That's right, Noah and Joah Bloa.
That's funny.
Well, the Bible's a funny book. So Noah walks into the zebra stall one day and he finds Joah giving new meaning to the term animal husbandry.
He married a zebra.
Yeah, more like a one-night stand. And this so infuriated Noah that he called on God to smite his brother.
What's smite?
Yeah, him up. But I reckon Noah wasn't specific enough. And God made the ark hit an iceberg, sending every last living creature down to a watery grave.
That's like the Titanic.
Exactly, except Noah didn't win no fucking Academy Award.
What happened to other animals?
They all went up to heaven.
The Bible says animals don't go to heaven.
Yeah, the Bible also says Jesus fed 1,000 people with a tuna fish sandwich. Don't believe everything you read.
How come the earth has people and animals now?
That's where the aliens come in. See, aliens came down and planted us here like farmers.
What's an alien?
You know, spacemen like E.T.
E.T. phone home.
And one day they're gonna come back and harvest us.
That's not true. My mommy said I'm going to heaven.
Ah, horse hockey! Ain't nobody going to heaven. Aliens are gonna come down and eat you, cut you into little pieces and eat you. Keep your mamas as sex slaves. Aliens are coming. They're gonna get you. They're gonna get you.
You're going to hell. You're going to hell, Uncle Ned.
I'll see you in hell, all of you.
I brought back the old light bulb, better light for much less money if you want it, right? Little thing. Somebody said, "Oh, sir, don't mention the light bulb." You know, it's hard to make an elegant speech. I'm saying I brought back the light bulb. So the new light bulb costs you 5 times as much, and it makes you look orange. And I was more interested in the orange than I was in the cost. But I'm also approving new dishwashers that give you more water so you can actually wash and rinse your dishes without having to do it 10 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Anybody have a new dishwasher? I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. It's worthless. We won't talk about toilets, but you know that's 10, 15, but we don't talk about that. Because I've said this 3 or 4 times, the only subject they ever talk about is toilets, so I don't mention it. But how about the shower? You go into a shower, and I have this beautiful head of hair. I need a lot of water.
Sometimes in life, you feel like, I just need to take a pill. If this sounds like you, ask your doctor about Xanoxymethylviconex. Xanoxymethylviconex has something for everyone. We're not going to tell you what that is, but if you go see your doctor, he will give you some. Ask your physician if Xanoxymethylviconex is right for you. Common side effects are vomiting, bleeding, sweaty nipples, an uncontrollable urge to eat cat shit, passing out, short comas that lead to long comas that become permanent. Call your doctor if you have the urge to put on blackface and dance a soft shoe. Some users experience a severe allergic reaction to the color yellow. Discontinue using Xanoxymethylviconex if you have face rot, epileptic seizures, or a feeling as if someone has beat you black and blue with a tire iron. Symptoms may include oversized lips, hemorrhoids with pimples on them, the inability to grow a handlebar mustache, brittle bones, extra skin, dead tongue, giant kneecaps, an uncontrollable urge to dress like a Confederate soldier, lack of sex drive, increased sex drive, black diarrhea, brown urine, depression, oppression, obsession, cancer of the penis, smelly gums, dry taint syndrome. Black men may not feel like dating fat white girls, belly button ooze, thoughts of suicide, a sudden hatred of gingers, a desire to play Russian roulette with 6 bullets, a bizarre feeling that Jay Leno is funny, shrinking thumbs, an inability to understand what the drive-thru worker is saying, an urge to have sex with animals, a need to sever one's limbs for sexual gratification, a desire to wear your cowboy hat very low like Dwight Yoakam, restless legs, impatient arms, disgruntled feet, whimsical eyebrows, an uncontrollable urge to shoot your children in the back of the head because they became mouthy, joint pain, shrinking taste buds, addiction to Yahtzee, or violent male menstruation. Call your doctor to see if Xanoxymethylviconex is right for you.
Welcome back to The Hang. Thanks for hanging with us on a Friday night. Thanks for coming in, Matt. Appreciate it.
Of course.
I was like, I couldn't wait to do The Hang.
I love it.
It'll be a short. I mean, it'll be only 4 days until we do The Hang again. But
oh no,
for five. But
what
hey,
are we going to talk about?
I love doing a once a week show. See, if I should have just started out doing one podcast a week on Cluster F, and it would be so fucking good. Yeah. It'd be like 3 hours of just
greatness.
Because it's only one fucking. It's so easy to do one show.
So what you're saying is there's a lot of days of mediocrity instead of
one day of greatness.
Well, but I'm saying it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
It's so much work because you got to every day. Sometimes I'll go through my whole goddamn list, and so it's like, oh, well, I hope something's going on in the world because I got to find 17 more things to talk about.
I get it.
Pain in the ass.
I get it completely.
So we should just like once a week, devastating, fantastic show. I mean, we were doing, I think, 4 hours a day when I started out, like crazy talk, and then 5 days a week. And then I came up with the net in your head to give us a break. And then finally we were like, look, we're doing Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, 3 hours a day, and that's all we can do. We're humans. People don't understand how hard it is to do a show, like 5 days a week, fill in that time. It's not like one day. This is pie. This is so easy, because we're just, just hanging out one time a week.
It's pretty funny. I look at some of these podcasts, for instance, and they're like, they'll drop an episode a month, and it's 30 minutes long, and I'm going,
30 minutes long.
This is cakewalk.
That's it. Yeah, that's not even trying.
I would
30 minutes a month.
Yeah, like how do you even? And now again, it's very specific topics and stuff, but still, how do you just 30 minutes? That's it? Is all you're gonna do for a month?
Maybe it's all you have to do.
I guess.
Maybe that's all you have to do.
I mean, I don't want to prop him up, but our old boss, the show never ended. It was just like his life was the show. It was just, you'd go somewhere, and it was like the mics were on. It's just on. Like we're doing a radio show, but there's nobody listening.
His life was,
just powering through it. Yeah.
Trace got the really raw end of the stick, because things were going okay, and Trace, he offered Trace like full time for like I don't want to blow you in, Trace, but it was like for 31,000.
Yeah, something like that.
It's a pretty decent salary. Like how many years ago?
It didn't last long.
Like 7-8 years ago.
Was he paying the taxes on your employment, or?
So and Trace got that for what, 1 year or 2 years?
Like 6 months.
Was it that?
Maybe a year.
I think it was a year. And then the bottom fell out because certain things,
right?
Cheating on the ratings and shit.
Yeah. Cheating on the ratings, that'll do it to you.
Yeah, it'll do it to you. But get you blackballed, and then. Then he had it out for Trace. He just had it out for him, man.
Because it was your fault that he. Yeah.
Oh, it was a sudden flip for about a year that he was just like, "No, I hate you."
Yeah.
It was he used him to get to me.
Yep.
Because it's my son that you're fucking degrading. And I get it, I get some, like, I don't care about the fart bucket, but it got to be ridiculous where he would, he was just had it out for Trace, and he was just trying to get to me to make me leave for whatever reason. I don't know, couldn't.
I would imagine you were making too much money. I mean,
I guess, he kept cutting my salary, cutting.
Yeah.
If then he just,
in any other company, like, you'd have to go, hey, look, we're going to have to make some cuts around here. But that business, you can't necessarily do that, because if you make the cut, like, you're gutting the show. Like, so you have to go about it a different way and drive a person insane to get them to, like you did, which was eventually like, I've had enough of this.
Took a long time to drive me insane. I took it.
We'd have a meeting maybe once a week, I think. And towards the end, like the meetings, you just look around and you're like, this is all we got? Like, there's like 6 people here, and half of them look homeless. I think
that's because they were. I mean, if you were making 31, what were the other guys making?
At one point, I was like not even getting paid, I don't think. And then I was down to $300 a week. Oh my God. That sucked. Come over to my house. We're going to shoot a pilot for a TV show I got going. I think we're going to...
Right.
And then we just go and hang out at his house. I'm like, where's the TV show? We're not shooting anything.
There's no cameras there. You know him.
He was just
he was filming a pilot, all right.
That was the TV show. Yeah, that was it. There's all kind of video. Trace changing into his bathing suit.
Oh, bro. Let me tell you something. Those cameras in the old studio, the one because we had the shower, so we would I'd go to do kickboxing or whatever, or jiu-jitsu, or even go to the gym or whatever, and go in there and change. And on numerous occasions, there was the camera was on in the main studio where he had the switcher where he could see what was in the shower and who was in the shower. And and I'm going, oh. And then from there on out, I would if I was taking a shower in there, I would take my shorts and I'd put it over the camera.
Yeah.
And Dave Rice had told me some stories too about that whole.
Imagine.
It's grimy.
The Clem Gym. Mm-hmm. For some stupid reason, I wasn't thinking when I was showering at the Clem Gym that shower probably had a camera in it.
For
but
sure.
It did.
Every time I went to any room or bathroom, I'm like looking in the air vents for cameras and shit. Like,
dude, I'm so skeeved out at all that stuff now because, the camera, they're all so small now and you can hide them anywhere.
Anywhere.
And even like hotel rooms, that trips me out. If Airbnb, that trips me out, because how do you know the Airbnb owner didn't get smart and they're just throwing something in the smoke detector, right? And like you really truly don't know unless you're going to get that room, get a complete sweep of the room, right? Like how do you know there's not a pin light camera in there, or when you're going to the bathroom at fucking Macy's or whatever? And how do you know some pervert didn't drop a little pin light camera down there and they're back somewhere capturing it all? Like you really don't know. I don't like to go anywhere because of all.
I mean, as a man, like I don't really care who's, if you got a secret camera.
But imagine if you're a female.
Yeah,
as a dude, it ain't. It's like.
But you've got these unisex bathrooms.
So I put on a show.
Yeah, you got a unisex bathroom. So if you're a guy, you go in there, you can drop a camera in there, and then you've got a good 50-50 split of male-female in there. So you've got enough women walking into a unisex bathroom to where you can be as perverted as you want to be. Like, I think
everybody's been on camera.
Yeah,
from some bathroom,
sure.
some hotel,
been,
somewhere.
Right?
Your junk. Everybody's junk is on the internet. Every single person in the world's junk.
Like who's sweeping hotel rooms, right? Who's looking at the
nobody?
You've got a maid coming in there to change the sheets, vacuum the floor, and move on,
and playing a camera, right. And move on.
But you really don't know.
The maintenance guy.
No,
that's why you get him. No. That's why you get a job as a
maintenance guy. Every maintenance guy's got cameras.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that. There was a Netflix thing. It was about some voyeur guy, and he owned like a hotel, but it was like a single-story hotel with a lot of rooms, right? But it was just off to some of the guests. And over time, law enforcement got involved, if I remember correctly. It's a couple years ago I saw it. But he ended up having almost like old school Las Vegas, where they'd have, before cameras and stuff for security, if you wanted to see if somebody was cheating, like they had glass or plexiglass where they could look through down onto the casino floor to see if you were cheating.
Yeah.
So he was basically doing that with his guests in the room. And it was like a pitched roof. Well, he had a plank walkway all the way down, so he would just voyeur them out, just looking room to room and just watching everybody do what they do. Not even necessarily sex, just watching people, which is almost even more.
If they're having sex, he was definitely watching harder.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, you got to stop, pause, and go, hey, all right.
I mean, it's like anything else. Like if you're a pedophile, you get a job where the kids are. If you're a voyeur, you get a job at a hotel, so you can camera up all the rooms or figure out a way to voyeur it out.
I remember I was in South Beach. This is a number of years ago, but the tower I was staying in, all those buildings are pretty close together down there on South Beach, and there's a pair of binoculars. So I'm looking at the tower next to me. And there's people having sex, some guy blowing lines of coke off. And I was like, I didn't even go out that night because, admittedly, I was more interested in what was happening in the tower. Because you've got 300 rooms, and everybody in Miami and South Beach, Ultra Music Festival weekend, it was a party. So there was more action going on in the rooms of just watching these various characters. I guess that does make me a bit of a voyeur, right?
I'm saying.
Makes you a total voyeur.
I'm like, does he know what he's saying right now?
I'm taking a step back from the situation. Well, it's their fault. They didn't close the blinds.
He didn't even go. Everybody left and went out and partied, and he was there in his underwear going, my God, what's going on?
For 8 hours.
He played the popcorn game with himself.
I'll meet you out there. I'll be there in a bit, guys. Don't worry.
I'm telling you, that's a great, like for a stream would be, you fake it,
Yeah.
Because you probably can't show people in their hotel rooms.
I don't know if
that's probably illegal. Don't you think?
But if it's a window
it's
from a different tower and they leave the blinds open, I guess you're kind of, I don't know. It's a good question.
I bet you could fake that real easy though, and you could people fucking eat that up.
No, yeah.
You do different, like domestic violence, sex, drugs. You run the gamut.
Domestic. Hey, we're about to stream this domestic violence episode. We're not going to do anything about it. We're not going to call law enforcement. We're just going to let you watch it.
It's TV live.
Remember when, what was it, Cops that did the live feed?
Yeah.
It was like Cops Live, and it was like, okay, is this a good idea?
I always thought that was a terrible idea. You know, you're just like, if you're getting filmed the entire time, you're not going to be like, oh, well, this is where I sit here for an hour and eat fucking donuts. You're going to be like, oh, I got to go fucking catch some guy. And then, you know, Billy Bob down the street that's a crackhead. And you're like, oh, that'll be good entertainment. Let's go arrest Billy the crackhead.
Then they had the host that would go, and we're gonna cut here. We're gonna go live to Philadelphia, where Philadelphia has, you know, such and such going on, and then they'd cut back to him to go, all right, we're going to keep you abreast on that Philadelphia situation. Right now, we're going to go to Lexington, Kentucky, where we've got a, you know, and they would have like 9 different police situations happening.
Yep.
It was kind of, I guess maybe it was kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like he said, though. It's like, you know, the cop's not cutting you a break on cops. Yeah, you know, I'll let you go. No, he's fucking arresting you because that's good.
He's got to show off.
That's good TV. Yeah. That's bullshit. The whole thing is bullshit.
And you can't just give people a break because you're being filmed. Then they're going to be like, well, you let this guy go? What the fuck are you doing?
Well, my issue with it is, you know, you're innocent until proven guilty. Unless you put on TV as this thing's unfolding and the cops arrest you or detain you because that's just what they're supposed to do. But now you look like an asshole to everybody. Yeah. And God forbid your employer's watching, your family, and they're like, hey, is that Trace? Yeah. Like, what's he doing? Like, I don't know. The whole thing's odd to me.
Yeah, it's a conflict of interest. Zelios, 83, resubscribed for 8 months. Thank you very much, Zelios.
Nice.
Appreciate it.
Woo!
That's a loud fucking woo.
Speaking of conflict of interest, can I ask you about I got this thing in the mail today. Serious.
What is it?
Okay. I don't want to give away. It's a church.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're opening up a new grand opening of their new location at the public high school.
Ah.
Okay. And I see this happen quite a bit.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird that a church can just like what? I don't know if this falls into the lines of separation of church and state. I feel like it should. But how's a church able to go, hey, public high school, you guys are closed on Sundays. Let me rent it for my tax-exempt purposes, collect donations from my followers, and does that seem weird to you?
For sure.
But they're paying for it, though.
Yeah.
But where is that money going? And
well, I mean, I don't know if it's up to the school. I'm probably a surprising take, but I don't know if it's up to the school system to vet. You know, somebody's renting, and as long as it's legal, they're paying this. They're making extra money. But
you're not even allowed to talk about church in school. But then they're gonna. But it turns into a church.
There's no students there.
Trace's hot take is right. And I guarantee, if you're the Church of Satan, you ain't getting into this high school and rent it out.
You ain't. I mean, I agree.
We can't even talk about what the school does after school. You don't want.
I mean, for real, like it just seems like an odd conflict that I don't know when this just became okay for churches to move into your local schools and go, hey, you've got a nice conference, or you got a nice theater. We'll take that on Sunday mornings and we'll do our thing and then be out of your hair. It just seems odd to me.
You know they're trying to get
on it.
They're not just going into the schools and they're going to do something to try and get young people to go to church or something. If they're using the space, they're going to leave up a flyer.
I just feel. I
mean, you know, I hate to rain on your parade.
I think he's going to anti your hot take.
Yeah, I am. I'm anti hot take because I've got personal experience with this.
Go on.
When I was 14, my dad was principal of an elementary school, and I would have to go out there on Sundays and babysit the church that rented out the lunchroom to do their services.
So they've been doing
Sounds
this.
like you'd be on our side.
That's a fucking long ass time, but nothing happened. It didn't affect the school in any way. It was ever.
Yeah.
How much but here's the question. Who's collecting the money? Where is it going? And for what purposes? And again, if you're the Church of Satan, could you go?
No.
But why? You're a church.
No, but I agree.
You know
with
what I'm
you.
saying?
No,
Like,
I agree with you. Like Don has always said, like there's always controversy about coaches who pray or whatever before a football game.
Yeah.
But if you tried a Muslim prayer, people
yeah,
would
outrage.
be outraged.
Yeah.
So that's why you can't have prayer, because you don't want that Muslim prayer, do you? No, you don't.
I don't know.
So there shouldn't be any prayer then, right?
Maybe I'm boiling it down too simple of separation of church and state, and maybe I don't know the very definition of it to where I'm thinking maybe I'm off on it, right? It creeps me out how the school system can just rent out their building to a church. I don't know. It seems odd to me. I thought for sure it would seem odd to you.
I maybe because I've experienced it. My dad did it. He was making. I don't know.
Wait, he was making?
Oh, yeah.
Aha!
No, you see, I'm trying to think back. It's like I wonder if my dad was skimming some of that money.
Oh yeah, he got to.
And
I would,
and I wouldn't blame him. It's like that's a good way to make some. He's a school principal. Rent out. Ain't nobody knows.
Yeah.
Ain't hurting nobody. Rent out the gym.
And unless you get flyers in the mail about how their new church is opening up at the high school, be sure to join us for our grand opening. It's the fucking school. It's not even your grand opening. It's the fucking school.
It's been there for 20 years.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where is this? Which one is this?
Real talk. I'll tell you. It's at Freedom High School.
Okay. Where is Freedom High
It's
School?
17410 Commerce Park Boulevard, and the church is Radiant Church. And I don't know these people. I have nothing against them. I don't give a shit. It has nothing to do with them. It's the fact that they're sending out.
They're con artists no matter what. Hey, it's advertising. You got to spend money to make money.
Okay, Radiant Church. How about get a fucking church? I don't know. Call me crazy.
No, but that's
if you got money for direct mail, maybe you got money for a fucking building.
Here's how it works. Like when I was talking about when I was younger, and that church rented out the lunchroom of my dad's school until they got so much money from their lunchroom church, they built their own fucking church.
Then maybe
you gotta start somewhere.
Maybe Radiant is not ready to go there yet. Maybe, I don't know. It seemed odd to me.
I'm sure there can be.
Church of Satan though is a church, right? Like it's not
legit. It's not really it's like a church that exists to piss off the other churches. It's not really. They don't really worship Satan.
I got one of those in the mail too, and I have a huge problem.
Oh, yes, hot take. What?
And I was like, what the fuck is that?
So you're with me. How is Mike not with us on this?
I don't know.
He's got some personal experience. He was skimming money
his
off
dad
the
was
top
skimming
too.
off the-
I was getting paid. My dad, they paid me. The church paid me to babysit.
How does Mike not have? Yes, it is. Thank you. How is this not a big deal? How are they able to center? Who's in charge here?
I saw that, and that's Freedom's. That's over in New Tampa.
Yep.
But they've done it before at other schools.
Mm-hmm.
They've had church things. But like you said, is that open to all churches? So if I was the church of the Spaghetti Monster, would they let me? And I don't know if they make them pay. Do they? Do you know?
Well, my dad, they paid
Well,
they really paid my dad under the table.
He made $400 40 years ago, and he's bought and paid for.
That was a sweet gig, man. That was a sweet gig.
I cannot believe Mike does not have the same opinion as us on this. I can't believe it.
I was making like $10 an hour.
What does that have to do with back then?
Back in the 80s.
It's like $50 an hour.
Which, think about that. If you were making that back in the 80s, imagine how much money that church was raking in on the backs of the public school system.
That's right. It's like, why do who else does these schools rent the schools out to?
Exactly. When did this become
Can I rent it out?
What was that?
Can I rent the school
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm
Set
going to
up a
check into it
studio.
on Monday then. We'll see. I'll say, so I saw a church renting out your school. Can I do that for my business?
Try to rent it out as the Church of Satan. Say you represent the Church of Satan.
But be super sweet about it.
Go in and say, I'm not Tracy's. Mention you're not my mom when you go in there, if you could.
I do not know Trace, by the way.
Well, I think it's wrong.
I do too.
They
I
shouldn't
am
be,
disappointed
especially
in
if,
Mr. Mike over there.
if they, I don't know if they pay for it or not. I'd like to find that out
Even if they
too.
pay for it, how is this just getting approved? And how,
Yeah.
again,
Why are they allowed to use our tax dollar schools
Exactly.
that we pay for.
And we get our shit raised all the time because they can't afford AC units and all this kind of stuff or improvements on the building. Okay, show me the church slush fund that's going on to all these people renting out these buildings. Show it to me. It's got to be listed somewhere as a line item, I would imagine.
Look, my dad was
Oh my God!
My dad was able to take us to the beach through the sleazy money he got for renting out his elementary school to a church. So leave me alone.
I get it. He's almost persuaded me.
I understand your dad was a principal pimp. I get it.
I have new respect for my dad.
Man, yeah, that's a good hustle.
That's a good hustle, man.
I always like the churches. They turn all these like closed down Walgreens, and all of a sudden it's like a church. It's like, wait, that was a Walgreens last week. Now it's a church.
There's no way your dad could have been collecting money himself from that.
Why?
He was
The school system would know that was going on.
They don't
money
know.
on the side?
On Sundays, nobody.
Somebody would have driven by, like, what the fuck's going on there? You know, there's people that work at the school that live all around it.
Yeah, it's a different time. It was a different time.
Yeah,
man.
only
It's a
you would have
different time.
figured it out.
That pumpkin looks like it's about to fall off of there.
That's how I have to position it so I get maximum pumpkin exposure.
Okay. Just
Look at that product placement with no product.
oh my god. Anyway,
I mean, if
okay,
David Koresh walked into to Freedom High and was like, "Hey, I got a few followers
yeah.
thinking about renting this place out. What do you think?" What do you say?
I'm just going to ask him. What do you?
she's gonna try it
So
out.
what do you got to do to rent out the school?
I'd be very curious to hear this for real.
Yeah, I'm going to find out.
Please do.
Yeah.
I love Detective Waters is on the case.
Oh my God! I tell her all the time. That's her true calling is private detective.
Oh, dude.
She'll find it out, man.
I showed her a property listing a couple weeks ago. We took a bathroom break. She had it pulled up. She's like, they own 5 other properties in this zip code, and they go under a DBA of this. And I'm going, whoa.
Yeah, she'll find it out for sure.
Hey,
Don't
thanks for
use
coming
the
over,
name
by the way.
Waters.
Oh yeah,
What was that? Oh,
Thanks for coming over.
she said she got the tour. She said she got the tour.
Well, I was like,
She said she
I don't
almost-
have people over. I'm like, I'm excited. I'm like, oh, come on over.
She said she should have Larry David you. You ever seen that?
It's a house. Couple bedrooms, couple bathrooms. I get it.
no thanks. No thanks.
You should have. Oh, that would have been great. What do you got there? It's all right.
I just saw him walking. Then I leave, and he had called me, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I just left Spice Toy's house." He's like, "What?"
My mistress.
Just happened to see him walking, and while I was delivering.
Mike, we weren't doing anything.
I was your fucking neighborhood. I was pulling in there to deliver some flowers, man. You got to jump through these hoops, man. You got to talk to this person and then she's got to okay, please hold, and she calls or whatever. Then you got to put your driver's license and scan it and all this.
All right, they're doing their job correctly. Yes,
man.
I'm paying them for.
Bunch of bullshit that is.
Is it one you have to call like somebody?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I hate those. And like,
suck.
I'll get mad at them, and then they'll just hang up on me and not let me in. I'm like, oh, I should have done that.
How are you gonna get fired up on them? I told you guys, you just call me. You just be like, hey. All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the hang with Mike and Matt. Actually, it's the hang +2 right now. Thanks for coming over. We couldn't do it on Wednesday. We're doing it on Friday. I just wanted everybody to let you know we wouldn't be opposed to a hype train tonight. Just letting you know.
Wouldn't
We wouldn't.
be opposed.
Of course not.
We would not be opposed to a hype train. But speaking about gated communities, Matt.
We will be renting a hype train church.
I mean, maybe the highest bidder could get a Black Man comic book.
Oh, that's right. I owe the Black Man. I've been searching my. I owe that guy a Black Man comic book.
No, Donna sent him one.
You did?
Yeah.
You got what? You got Black Man? You steal some of my Black Man comic
No, I
books?
told you I have
He
like,
said
I have
he
like
had
10 of them or
some.
something.
10 of them? Yeah, keep them then. One day.
Okay.
One day, man.
All right, my bad.
One day your grandchildren might profit from those.
I'm going to have my 11-year-old read Black Man.
Speaking of gate, you were talking about gates.
Yeah.
It's like, I think this was 2 years ago. Like I was delivering flyers, and if you're a delivery person, and you're not UPS who has all the codes, or Amazon, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And so I get to this gate, and it's not working out I'm not getting through the gate, and I'm seeing these other people who live there go through the gate, and it's like this gate shuts after every car, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get on somebody's ass, and I'm gonna fucking get.
Oh, you're that guy.
I'm gonna get. And so I go for it, and that thing slams right down my truck, and I take the whole gate out. He's like, and so I look. I'm looking out my passenger out the driver's side window. I'm like, fuck, and I was like, I got the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
And that hung over my head for months, and then I finally like, oh yeah, they didn't have they must not have had video. They didn't care. People probably do it all the time.
All the time. I can't tell you.
But I was like sweating it for a few weeks. I'm like, oh fuck, man, I'm a criminal.
Yeah, my neighborhood, they got the gate that goes down, right? After
And
each
the
car.
gates.
And then another gate, right?
Yeah.
But that gate is crushed at least twice a week. Like it's just hanging off to the side of the yard.
So
and
they
I'm
don't
going,
even worry
how
about
can
it.
there possibly be so many assholes that don't understand that you just have to wait, you got to just get in the gate. And then I hear your story, and you're one of them.
I gotta get in the gate. I got a delivery. I can't. I gotta get in. It's Valentine's Day. I ain't coming back. I gotta get in the gate.
I mean, that is a busy day.
I get pissed
Gotta
off
get
when
in the
people
gate.
don't answer their thing on the call box. Then you finally get in, you go to the house, and they answer door. Oh, you are fucking home. Okay, why don't you answer your phone?
We had somebody that was supposed to come over today for an appointment, and they came over apparently and left, and we didn't even know they were there, right? So we, my wife calls the thing, and they're like, oh yeah, you called in on January 23rd and said to let everybody through. She's like, no, I did not. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this is. So we got it reversed, but they've just been going, yeah, whoever just.
Come on in.
It seems like the weirdest thing.
I spite walked an arrangement to 2 miles to a house once.
Wait, you did what?
Well, I was arguing. They were like, we're not going to let you in. I'm like, literally, the gate, you can walk around the gate. I could just walk it there. And they were like, all right, then do that, and hung up on me. I was like, fuck.
So you did?
Yeah, so I walked 2 miles to a house. Just through the neighborhood.
Mile.
It was half a mile, but
It felt like 2 miles.
It did.
Oh, it's a long ass.
my
I've done that
God.
before, and you're just like, you carrying flowers in a balloon.
I would never do that.
I've done it so many times.
Bouquet of flowers.
I would never walk. I do anything I can to get in. I have a lot of gate codes, but everything's so new out here. There's so many different things. It's hard to get every one of them, but I will call someone else. I'll call 10 people on that box and go, hi, I have flower delivery, and they let you in. I'm like, well, I ain't going to your house. I just meant I had one.
That's why you just have to go to P for Patel. Eventually, one of the Patels is going to answer.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
There's nothing but Patels. Like I'll go to some of these boxes, it's Patel. It's crazy. It's the bane of a delivery person's existence, these gated communities.
I never forget. I always forget to
You
take.
live in a gated community.
Technically, we don't. We're not a part of this community. We're grandfathered in. We just happen to live behind the
what?
gate.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Like this property was here before, so they have to let us have.
They gated
entry.
around you? You're like sovereign land?
It's sovereign land, my friend. So we're
You don't have to pay the fee?
No.
No, I ain't paid no HOA. I wouldn't have moved here if it was an HOA.
Good for
That's
you.
why I got a goalpost out in the pasture.
Yeah.
I was curious if they may have written you a letter on that one.
No letters for us.
Feel like a goalpost may have been a red flag.
Especially with Trace living
Yeah,
there.
I would have got him kicked out of this place 20 years ago.
With his motorcycles.
Dude, the HOA rules.
Oh,
I had to
brutal.
I had to fix our sidewalk. I didn't even know this was I thought sidewalks, I don't know how it all goes. I'm still figuring this shit out. But there's oak trees, okay? You know what I'm talking about? There's oak trees along the road, right? Well, but the oaks they fucking grow. They're oak trees, right? So the roots grow. So they grow underneath the sidewalk and all this stuff.
Lift up the sidewalk.
Lift up the sidewalk.
It's a lawsuit.
Now I've got to pay to get the sidewalk fixed. I'm going, well, how about I just cut down the oak
Would they
tree?
ding you for sidewalk repairs?
Yes.
Wow.
I don't know about that.
Well, I know. I know.
Yeah.
I'd
I
cut
don't
down
know
that.
about
I'd
it
cut
either.
down that oak tree in the middle of the night.
Here's how I.
And then just be like, some fucking asshole came and cut my oak tree down.
Outraged.
Here's my
big
old
stump.
man mentality. I'm like, well, I'll join this HOA and we're gonna get to the bottom of this. And my wife's like, settle down, Dad. I'm like, no.
I almost got kicked out of my neighborhood at one point because my car leaked oil in my driveway, and they just like sent me a letter every week. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Repave my fucking driveway? Like, I didn't just every week another letter. I'm like, well, just throw that away because there's nothing I can do about
The
it.
sidewalk people, they go, yeah, and I go, okay. I know the head of the snake. The head of the snake is the oak tree. Why can't I just cut off the head of the snake and then I won't have to deal with this ever again? And they'll go, oh, no, you can't do that. You got to repair the sidewalk. And I go, but the oak tree's still there. This is just going to happen again in the future. And they're like, yeah, but you got a few years. I'm like, yes, but in a few years, I'll be guaranteed a bill
Yeah.
for something that I can just cut down the fucking oak tree. And why are they doing new construction and planting more oak? Haven't we learned our lesson here?
I'm surprised because
Tell 'em.
I can't fucking
like if
figure
your
it out.
neighbor's
And everybody else
tree,
thinks it's normal.
No, if your neighbor's tree falls on your house, they're not responsible.
Don't get Donna started
So
on trees.
how
Hold
can
on. Say that again.
if your neighbor's tree falls on your house, they are not responsible.
My old house, my neighbor's tree did fall on our house, and you're right. They were not responsible.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's a tree on our house.
They're not.
How does that work?
So how can it's a thing?
Okay.
Believe me.
Oh, God.
But
Don't get into big tree.
Oh, here we go.
Well, no, but I'm saying how. So
Big
how
oil,
can you?
big sugar, and big tree.
So how can you be responsible for the roots of your tree bringing up the sidewalk? It doesn't seem like they.
Because you signed a paper saying that you
Yeah,
are.
Apparently
that's what it is.
Yeah,
right there.
and I
don't
didn't
know.
read the fine fucking print.
There might not be any fine print about that. I don't know. I think they're just like, oh, maybe he'll.
Well,
do
the
it.
board decided that
Oh, the board.
this is the way it's going to be, and they do not want to take funds out of the kitty to put towards repairing everybody's sidewalk because I probably would drain the fucking funds because there's oak trees everywhere.
What you need to do is go for a
need to
walk
do.
and trip on somebody else's oak tree sidewalk and tell the HOA you're going to sue unless they fix these sidewalks.
No, that's why they did it. So now the homeowner's responsible. So technically, I would get sued. That's the way I think they.
You have to sue yourself.
Well, I've fine. It's just another lawsuit. I'll depose myself.
I don't know. I'd be
It's weird. I don't know.
Because what are you gonna do?
I don't.
What do you do to repair the sidewalk if the root's coming up? You gotta. How do you make it flat?
Here's what I had to do. I had to call these people out, which are repairing everybody else's sidewalks that have fucking oak trees. They come out.
What do they do?
They demolish. They demolish the concrete slabs. Okay, of sidewalk. Put them in the back of the truck. They cut the root of the tree. They dig it up. They put it in the back of the truck, and then they put a fresh slab of concrete down.
Oh, so they cut it.
Yeah, so it's
flat.
literally and then other parts they were able to I don't know what it's called, like sand it down to where it's a little more even. But $800 to.
Talk about first world problems.
Honestly, that doesn't seem like a lot.
I'm going to be in third world problems if this shit keeps happening.
It doesn't seem like a lot to replace concrete sidewalk. I mean, I wouldn't want to do.
a good
I wouldn't
deal.
want to do it. I'd have fought it, but
Man, you could have paid Trace $300 and he would have got some Quickcrete and a chainsaw and done
Done it for $100.
He would done it. Yeah, he'll undercut.
lost money.
I could try to get him a deal. He undercuts me trying to get him a deal. I'm like 300, man. He's like, no, 100, Dad, 100.
I'll give you
Less.
100. I'll give you 150 if you sneak into my neighborhood at night.
Cut that damn thing down.
I don't know what happened.
Cut the whole tree down. It's an act of God.
they'd be wishing they
God's
never
name
made
is
you do
Trace.
that.
An extra 100. I'll just come do it in the daytime.
In your Hogan gear. I want Trace Hogan to come over and chop it up.
I mean, by the time anybody got there to do anything about it, the tree'd be down. Then what are you gonna do?
It's true. What are you going to do? You can't put the tree back.
Show up at Hulk Hogan's house. Are you cutting down trees in this neighborhood?
See, then if they did show up, then you'd be like, I heard him bitching about. I don't know him. I heard him bitching about it on some show, so I figured I'd do him a favor and cut it down. And they can't sue him for it. They'd say you need to sue him for cutting that tree down. You'd be like, nah.
I gotta tell you, you and I think a lot alike. And the fact that we found common ground on this public school church thing, I'm pretty excited about that. You and I need to talk. Come over anytime. You can Larry David.
Oh, that's the long con. He's trying to steal my wife. See, it's right in front of my nose, and I never saw it. I thought Matt just liked to do a good radio show with me. And then he took my wife, and I never saw him again.
He's showing her the house again.
He's like, all this could be yours. All this could be yours.
Hey, on a side note, isn't that weird when friends steal another friend's wife? 'Cause, I mean, I've seen it happen. And you sit there and you can see it happening, and you're like, whoa, like there's something wrong here.
That's just weird.
And then you see it all unfold, and then like one of the three parties involved is surprised. You're going, I'm not surprised. I saw this whole thing going down for the last 5 years.
That'd be Mike.
She was rubbing your wife's leg.
I think that happened to Greg Norman. And
the golfer?
Yeah, the golfer and his wife. It's like they started hanging out with Chris Everett. And then, like a few months later, you found out he left his wife for Chris Everett, the tennis player.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, she moved right in on him, and it's like,
wait, Greg Norman and Chris Everett were married?
They are now, I think.
Oh
Still
my God,
married,
I had no idea about
and
any of
he
this.
ditched his wife and went with Chris Everett.
And they were friends?
Somehow, I can't remember, but somehow, like, she started hanging out, and she wormed her way right in with Greg Norman. She said, "This guy's got $80 million."
Let me find a path. Find a snake my way in the middle there. Wow.
Dirt. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, that wouldn't be. That'd be pretty hard to take.
Mm-hmm.
If your wife of 40 years or whatever it's been was just to go, hey, I'm going with Matt now. Yeah. I'd be like, all right.
I do know someone that happened to. Yeah.
All right. You do?
Yeah.
Who?
Berlin's old soccer coach over in Colombia.
Yeah.
Her and her boyfriend, he would never marry her, and they've been together for 15 years, and they never got married, and they moved over there to do some like teaching in Colombia.
Yep.
Both of them, and they befriended some girl that they were both friends with, and she ended up stealing her husband.
Dude.
Yeah.
There was a guy I knew, and he had his wife, and then he was cheating on her with this girl, and she found out. She was like, and then the mistress was like, how do I know you're not going to cheat on me? And his response was, baby, I don't cheat on my mistresses. And she was like, all right. And then, that was it.
That's enough.
Yeah, and then they got married. It was weird.
Once a cheater, always a cheater.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what about the guy like a Vince McMahon? That's a whole different level, though.
Well, that's a
whole different deal.
That's some weird shit.
That's some weird shit.
He's obviously a complete sociopath.
Because that's a power move, right?
He's way into the power deal. But like it's like if I don't know how Donna's probably the same way. If I found out that Donna cheated on me, I would be like, well, my life's a lot easier with Donna. We got we're 40 years. We got our roles,
sure.
And but it's that's done deal, man. You cheated on me.
Because you can't.
Now he lives in a box.
I'd rather live in a box.
You would not be able to function on your own.
Oh
I
my
hate
God.
to tell you, Mike.
Oh my God.
Without her. You might as well just be like, all right, I get it. I understand you cheated. That's cool.
Yeah, you might be right.
We got a lot of animals.
I've made his life easy for 40 years.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Well, I've made I would say I've made your life easy for 40 years.
Not as easy as I've made yours.
I don't think so.
Fight.
Oh, yeah.
She wouldn't even have to go to court to take half his money. She would just have it all, and he'd be like, "Well, I'm shit out of luck. Now I live in a box."
He'd be like, "I don't know. To fight for the money seems like a whole to do."
It's like, oh, I signed that paper that said she gets everything. I don't know. She told me to sign it. I signed it. Damn it. Damn. Look, just take me out of this house for 1 week. She's going insane just taking care of these animals.
The animals,
The animals are my trump card, man.
Okay,
I
so
take care of these fucking animals.
All right, so if the animals die, then what? You've got no.
Oh, I got nothing. I got nothing. No, I'm done. I gotta keep
Meanwhile,
having animals.
She's keeping the rest of it going. I would imagine all the bills and like making sure your lights are.
Oh my God! Keeping the lights on, doing all that shit.
I do wonder if Lauren wasn't with me, if the dog pee would just stay there forever.
Yes, it would. I've got a sneaky suspicion that yes, it would.
But that makes me critical. If there's dog poop, pee, cat pee, there's any puke, there's anything, I'm cleaning it up. I'm indispensable. I do the litter boxes. I'm indispensable.
Look, we're dispensable. I'm like you. You and I are the same. Me, you, same.
No.
Me,
I refuse to believe it.
Same. Yeah, we're fucked.
Totally dispensable.
Totally. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, but you probably know how to pay all the bills and stuff, right?
Nope.
See?
No?
Autopay.
He knows how to vacuum, though, and to clean some dishes.
Yep.
Like me.
I have, okay, so.
Clean some dog poop up.
We have our.
Yeah, but you did before you met Tasha. You paid your bills, right?
I did, yeah. But there were times when I was younger where when you had to like mail in checks, it was like, oh my God, every month with these checks and this power bill.
That's worse. That's not even as bad as me. Like, I had to go to the physical place with like cash and pay. Every month I'm going to the electric company, the water company.
You know where With Lacucci is, right?
Oh, yeah.
Back by the Flying J?
I do.
Dude, I remember Cowhead's old place, the one that Evel Knievel lived in, that apartment complex down the road.
Yeah, Feather Sound.
They consistently had their power turned off. I swear to God, it felt like monthly. And they would have to pay like a $50. And in Pizza Sports, you could have to pay like a $50 late fee or something like that to get it turned back on. But it was like monthly. Like the only reason they knew their power bill was late is because the power went
was
off.
off.
I'm like, all right, I guess it's time to pay the bill.
Well, that's Trace.
But thank God for Autopay. That really is a.
Donna doesn't do Autopay.
What do you know?
She don't trust it.
I get that too. You, me, same.
No. I do auto.
And she goes, no.
I do auto pay.
Oh, she finally got it.
He doesn't even know I do auto pay. I pay my bills from my bank
I can't
account.
even imagine the money she's got stocked away, Heather style.
She's buying Publix gift cards.
It's like
No. I spent $1,000 today at the grocery store. It's no big deal.
It's like, I mean, how believable would it be, babe, if you found out I had $150,000 stocked away?
Not believable.
Yeah.
See, But for her, that's where all my money went.
We took too many vacations.
Bitches be devious.
Listen to him calling me names, and I haven't even done it.
Well, that's the thing with Bitcoin and holding it in cold storage, right? Because, like, if nobody else has your password, you're not getting it. And I'm pretty hesitant about the old password. In fact, I don't know where it is.
Exactly.
Have no idea. Don't know where to find it. But
you are him.
You, me, same.
Is that your pickup line at bar?
See who bites on it? Do you remember the caveman lawyer from Saturday Night Live?
Phil Hartman, I think it was.
Yes,
Yeah.
Your Honor, I'm just a caveman. I'm not familiar with your laws and rules.
Back when SNL used to be funny. It's a tragedy now. It's a tragic comedy. It's not. It's just sad. You just watch. It's terrible.
Except for that dude that does Donald Trump now. That Trump is.
He does a pretty good Trump. Not as good as Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx does an amazing Donald Trump.
Yeah, but Jamie Foxx is black. So I can only get into the character so much. But it's good.
All right.
Shit.
I think it's pretty good when you go an hour, 2 hours before the first lull.
It wasn't really a lull. It was just a pregnant pause.
And it's I'm so from the other show, you're just you're on a different level than most, shows, because there was in 20 something years, there was never a pause. There was never a pause on you got to give that. There's never a pause. And so if you have a 2-second pause, I'm like, oh my God, what's going on?
So wait, let's slow it down for a second.
Let's slow it down.
Just slow it down for a second.
I try to slow it down sometimes.
I've told him that you can't. I said, if you ever watch some of these other podcasts that they do on Twitch, people will just sit there and go, oh, all right, let me read the chat for a little bit. And they'll just sit there and say nothing, and they'll be like, I'll be right back. And they'll go fuck around doing some things. They don't care if there's a lull or a dead air or nothing, and nobody else seems to care either.
Well,
and they got,
I know and I told you guys this before when I was poking around on Twitch, and they had the girls that, they're supposed to be in a pool or a tub or something like that, and I click on it, and there's nobody there, and is this chick ever gonna do a jumping jack or hop in the pool? What's happening here? And then people are in the chat, and they're going, "Hey, are you ever gonna show yourself, or how does this work?" And I'm waiting there, and I'm going, "Yeah, is she ever gonna show?" It's just a bunch of people just waiting to see if somebody's gonna jump in a tub, and I'm going, what am I doing with my life? I gotta stop. So
you're saying I'm overthinking it.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All I know is there's a lot of those streams that, the ASMR stuff. I found out about Therians this week.
What's Therians?
Bro.
Oh, shit.
She does not like Therians.
I'm sorry. I was trying to find the Manson Pharrell interview, and it took me to Bubba Army headquarters. I don't know. That's Bubba Army headquarters. And we got cookies. We got cookies on Bubba Army. Enlist today. Log in or enlist today. Don't just sign in. Enlist.
Oh, is that a site? For real?
Yeah, it's yeah.
All right.
Bubba, shouldn't be promoting that.
I mean, whatever.
So why would you put somebody that you drove out? Why would you put any of their material on your website?
Because it's the good material, maybe? I don't know.
Because that's all because that was, your flashback to the glory days. I'm going to play Donna's tall people breeding theory. No, just kidding.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. I'm not going to see. I'm trying to be responsible. I got to pee so bad.
Oh, okay.
Let's take a break. I got to pee so freaking bad.
Are we coming back on here? What are we doing?
Look, well, I guess we got to talk about it right now, man.
Yes.
What's your timetable tonight? When you got to get out of here?
I don't
Want to go a little longer?
Yeah.
I'm having a good time. Let's go a little longer. Now let me play some fucking bullshit, and we'll be right back with more.
After this fucking bullshit.
With more. Yeah. This is all I got. This is all I got right here. All right, we'll be right back with more Cluster F. No, it's not Cluster. It's the Hang.
The Hang.
Ned Show, what's up?
I'm 8 years old. I love your show.
8 years old? What are you, a comedic savant?
Yup.
What are you driving in the car with your mommy?
Yeah.
She got to drop you off and then go home and lock herself in a room with the pool boy and make some sounds that are disturbing and make you want to call 911 because somebody's hurting mommy?
Yeah. She does.
God. What's your name, little dude?
Hunter.
Hunter? Oh, no. That's a Nancy boy's name. I bet you get bullied a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
You like gladiator movies?
Yeah.
Does your mommy ever put her hand in your dad's lap when you're not looking?
Yeah.
I can't remember why you called, little Johnny or Tommy, Timmy.
I love your show.
Yeah, probably not as much as your daddy loves those behind your back hand jobs his mom's giving away in the living room. Oh, God. Take care, Tommy.
Take care. Bye.
Ned Show, what's up?
Hey, just want to call and say hi and see how you're doing.
Fantastic, sir. What's up?
Not much, man. Just taking it easy and about ready to go pick up my daughter and, all that good stuff. Had a good day at work and thought I'd call in and just say hi, maybe on like a more...
What's your name again?
It's Scott from Bradenton.
I know it's Scott from Bradenton. You call incessantly. You Gary Cox me all day long.
I know, right? It's okay.
And-
my
and-
brother
and
is
I
the
wa-
one who named his son Trace, trying to say Dave the Slave. Freaking
Yeah,
nut.
yeah. You two,
And
both your parents should be Baker acted.
I know, well, that's why they both split when we were young, type thing.
Spare me the backstory, asshole.
We're not going to go there, okay? We're going to keep it real. I don't know if you're in charge of the station or not, or what's playing right now, but thanks for playing the throwback song right now. It might be the video.
All right, well, you need to just settle down next time you call me, because I can't get a word in edgewise.
Do you know why, brother? Because I'm real, man, and
Jesus Christ. Just because you're keeping it real don't mean you can't shut your fucking mouth.
keeping it real. All right, Ned. There it goes. It's a barking dog. Shut that dog up. Hey, I got my dog in the car too, believe it or not.
Don't talk about your mama that way.
Wow.
Ned Show, what's up?
Hi, I just wanted to say I think you guys are awesome, Ned, all of you, and 102.5 sucks.
God, could you say sucks again in that dirty little trollop voice of yours? Go.
Stop.
Go one more time, I'll be there.
Stop.
Oh, thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
Would you like to stop by my house for a drink and a couple pills to relax you, Bill Cosby style? Hello? Hello? Woo! Ned Show, what's up?
Ned.
Dude. You got to reboot, people. Take two. Gaspirilla. When I find myself at Gaspirilla, I know there is a guarantee. Girls will show their bosom for some beads. For 15 cents of plastic, they will shake them right in front of me. They will show their bosom, throw some beads. You will see big boobies. You will see double D's. In the sun they glisten, throw some beads. All the drunken pirate people give those necklaces a fling. Moms turn into topless dancer for some beads. And if you see a hottie, she will whip out both her jugs for free. No need to romance her. Throw some beads. Throw some beads. Throw some beads. You will see some boobs for free. Moms become topless dancers for some beads. Throw some beads. Throw some beads. You get flashed by old granny. Pirate pants will stiffen. Throw some beads. Woo! Arr! I got some plastic. I got a nickel. Show me your boobs for a nickel, ladies. What? You're calling a cop? I got 5 pennies. Show me your titties. Woo! What? You're calling the cops? Woo! Here's some beads. Oh, nice boobs. Here, I got another set. Oh, nice boobs. Throw some beads. You'll be pleased, all these girls are fucking sheep. Their shirts they will be lifting, throw some beads. It could be cold and cloudy, they don't care if their poor titties freeze. There's a naughty Christian girl, throw some beads. I wake up to the sound of pirates cheering for ripe nectarines. The shirts will be lifting, throw some beads. Throw some beads, throw some beads. Boobs come out, no they don't tease. They will show their bosom for some beads. Throw some beads, throw some beads. Plastic beads get you boobies. No need to romance her, throw some beads.
Hey, what's up, it's Ned. Go ahead. Hey, what's up, it's Ned. Go ahead. Make an idiot out of yourself. God.
Well, Ned, I really hope that you're just high as I am.
We are the knights who say, nee.
You're the man, Ned.
Yeah, I love dildos.
If you don't know, now you know. Hey, Ned, it's Thursday, and I'm wearing no panties.
Hey, Ned. I'm still down here at the mangroves. I'm waiting for you. I am a licensed sword swallower, and the swordfish are biting. Don't leave me waiting too long. My swordfish is on the glass.
Oh, God. Ned, calling from North Carolina. Just want to mark out a little bit, buddy. Just drinking some beers and listening to a little Bubba 98.7. Oh, God.
Oh, Ned, you're killing me. Killing me. I'll talk to you later.
Ned, man, it's late. You're looking for love at 9 o'clock at night. Want someone to tell you love you and miss you and want to hear you every morning. Well, okay, I love you. I miss you.
What's up, Ned? Jim in Washington, day 2 at trimming Blueberry Yum Yum. Thanks for rocking it. Oh, God.
It's like, I used to get, it's like, I had a phone line into my house and I would get just dozens and dozens of calls from all over the country. And it was like, I thought, that's radio right there. That's, you know, people calling in with shtick.
We're going to set that line up again.
With shtick. And,
oh, is it my...
Is it clipping? It sound like...
Hello.
Do I unplug it?
Yeah.
Plug it back in.
I got you over here.
You do that one, he'll do that one. Put it back now. Do what you did, but the opposite.
Check. No.
No.
Shit. You didn't unplug it good enough.
Unless I just went.
Damn it.
Did I go deaf in my right ear? I don't know.
Hello.
Am I deaf in my right ear?
He's full blown deaf now.
I'm going to blow on it.
Blow it.
Hold on, I'm blowing mine too. Unplug it. Like a Nintendo 64 cartridge. Check. Oh, you plugged me in. I can't.
Plug him in.
Plug me in.
Do what you did.
XLR.
No,
I can't be.
No.
Oh, no.
Come on,
Smack
man.
it. Just smack it.
What if I just
Smack
it?
Smack it.
What if I smack it?
Smack that shit.
Hold on. Now, what if I maneuver it this way?
Stroke it.
So what if I jerk it off?
Jerk it off. Jerking it.
Maybe my right ear will come back in focus. I don't know.
I think jerking it almost worked.
I think it almost worked.
The motion was very
It's almost there. It's almost there.
Wait. Come on.
It's
Come
not-
on.
Trace, fix it, Trace.
I'm trying.
Trace, fix
Check
it.
me.
Fix
Check
it,
me.
Trace.
Siblings.
Fix it, Trace.
Engineer Trace on the case.
Trace is the engineer for cholesterol. I mean, it's almost there.
Shake the wire. If you yank the
Shake
wire,
it.
shake it and yank
But don't break it.
Yeah. It took your mama 9 months to make it.
Oh, shit.
Check me. Siblings.
It's still
Check. Am I left channel, right channel?
Yeah, it's all fucked up,
Oh,
man. Maybe I could pan you.
Uh-oh. Pan me. You put me in mono? You gonna mono me?
I'm gonna put you in the right No, I'll put you in left.
Oh, different chord. Oh! We're back.
Oh, Trace to the ride's a good move.
Engineer
there,
Trace. Wow.
Thank God he thought of that. I never would.
I could just use that chord.
It's a different mic chord.
I feel like he had me jerk off the mic for no reason now. Engineer Trace over here going me jerk it. Jerk it.
This is all a setup.
I thought that was real too. The worst part is I did it. He just like, "What jerk it?" Well, I guess it's Engineer Trace, man.
Just jerk it.
It's almost working. Keep going.
Yeah, just a little more. Just a little bit more.
It's about fixed.
There we go. Just a little bit more.
Oh, a good redneck impression. There's nothing better.
Oh.
So standard.
Except when you move to Webster, and then I'm doing it all the time, and I'm like, oh shit, everybody talks like
You're
that.
gonna get your ass kicked.
I like doing Asian impressions, but it's not through anything bad or whatever. I always like just going, "Oh, hello," like almost
That's
like
highly offensive to me, right?
I know.
Oh, it's so fun.
But I've been to a sushi restaurant. I met my wife up at a sushi restaurant a couple years ago. She walks in and I go, "Oh, hello." She goes, "No, you can't." Like I do stuff in bad situations.
That's not the time or the place.
Yes, yeah. I have a tough thing with timing is not key.
The only time my wife's ever made me leave a bar was when I started yeehawing in Webster. Yeehaw! She's like, you can't do that.
Is there a hot spot in Webster?
Hot spot.
Is it like a nightclub? Like what's
It's a nightclub.
All right, I say that.
There's Buddies. It's a dive bar, and that's the only thing. There's the rocking chair.
Oh my God!
Which is about what it sounds. You walk in there on a Friday night with the busiest night of the year.
Is it like
and there's like
the
3
rocking
people.
chair or the rocking chair?
There's
Two.
lots of there's lots of rocking chairs.
Yeah, no, like it's not the rocking
No,
chair.
it's not the rocking.
It's the rocking chair.
It's like,
Okay.
there's a guy there in a rocking chair.
A hard G on the
All
end
times.
of it.
Yeah, very hard G.
Hard G.
Rocking.
And then there's Buddies, which is like 10 minutes away, and it's just a trashy, shitty bar.
But you go there still?
Yeah. It'll get
It's
a
the
little
only
popping.
place, It's the only place.
You get 30, 40 people in there sometimes.
Do you ever just stay home?
Yeah, most nights.
Okay,
but-
most nights. All right, yeah.
It's like out here, like a few years ago, there was nothing. Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
But
Yeah.
the only place that stayed open, there was restaurants and everything, but the only place that stayed open past 10 was Applebee's. So that was our hangout.
Yep.
And it's like, we have no, I know it's not cool to be hanging out at Applebee's, but they stay open till 2 a.m.
Dude,
and they got
Applebee's
shots
rules.
and they got music, and it's like, so we'd hang out there all the time.
I used to work at Applebee's. When I was like 18 or something like that, I was working at Applebee's as a busboy, and they're like, "Hey, why don't you become a server?" I go, "That is too much responsibility at this point in my life. I don't want anything to do with it.
That's a lot.
I'll go ahead and clear these tables. I'll be good. I'll be a bar back, all that stuff." And then, I banged my manager.
How'd that work out? Did you get a raise or did you get fired?
Neither. I just banged my manager.
Then you both went about your business.
Life goes on.
Yeah, we should go back to her place. I went to her place.
2022.
Oh.
Guess who this is?
What wrong? Fuck you.
That's got to be Calta, right?
Yeah, we did it. He's such a fuck you, Mark. He's been like trying to get me to do a fuck you with him for.
Wait, this is recent?
Oh, this was a couple years.
Oh, that's
a year
funny.
and a half maybe ago. And I sent him the script and everything, and he did. And
Plapper pronouns?
Plopper
What a plapper pronoun.
Plopper
We got to get the band back together, bro.
Plopper plona.
Plapper pronouns? What a plapper pronoun for criminal. Motherfucker. Asshole. Scumbag. Dickricker.
Dick Ricka.
That's got to be
Dick
isolated.
Dick
Dick Ricka.
Dick Ricka.
Dick Ricka.
Dick Ricka.
Dickricker. I think I think I know him.
All right. Well, yeah.
Where did that even come from?
Because I did a fuck you like a year and a half ago, and I sent him the lines.
Uh-huh.
And it was about like the Leah Thomas, the male swimmer who was swimming for the Penn team.
Yep.
And it was us, fuck you and ass up. I had to put a stop to that, and so we did that. So that was,
Did you put it together and a final product?
Yeah. But you can't, it's like it was on the VIP because you can't.
Yeah.
You can't really do that kind of humor anywhere. So I was like, well, I still want to do it, and I still did it, and it was on the VIP.
I can't believe he hasn't blocked me on Facebook yet. I get drunk all the time and message him like, "Your show sucks. You need me on."
What are you doing that for? What are you doing that for?
I'm like, you need me in there.
Are you serious? Does he ever respond?
Oh, he always responds.
With what?
He's just like, oh, I can't work it out right now. Can't work in right now.
Now, you're not being legit in this, right? Like,
it's a little 50-50.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to put out feelers.
You need me in there. You need me. Oh my God!
I think keep doing it, man. Keep doing it. It's like there's no you would have the least taint of anybody because you weren't in on nothing. You're just you should. Oh, what? Wow.
Hold on. What do you mean in on nothing? What do you mean by that?
Like he was like in the later stages, and he wasn't in on any of the. Like
he tried to kill me at once.
Yeah, he bothered Calta at an event. Comic-Con. I said Karmacon. I was like, that's a great event.
All he did was he just
Karmacon. Yes,
way better. He just asked Calta a question. That's all he did.
All right. And as far as me, I'm on a Gaspirilla float one night, just enjoying it for a charity, and he comes up. Him and the other guy, and they just start like trying to sting me, and I'm going, I'm here for a charity event, and now I got. So don't tell me he doesn't have it. He's got a little.
Yeah, but me and Tuttle were just wasted, and we've heard so many bad things about you. We're like, there's that guy.
Don't say there's that guy. You guys went out there seeking to get that done.
We did not go out seeking that, but we saw him. We're like, once we saw the float, and they were like, that's the one he's on. We were like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, and I'm going, what is happening right now?
But you know the deal.
That's what I chalk it up to. Is I know the deal. I get it. I know the deal. So I get that part. But you can't say that he hasn't done anything. Now he's hitting him up like, you need me in there.
That had nothing to do. He's done nothing. Well, yeah, he did do something to Cal. I don't think that was a big deal. There was no police involvement in that, was there?
We had target cops for quite a while.
Well, that and then you got the cuck who takes all that audio and then spins it right for months at a time. I'm sure, and makes it seem like a big to do. Makes you probably look really bad in the situation.
A big to do.
Yeah. So yeah.
Just real quick, reflecting back to the captain's hat that Trace was forced to wear.
Oh God, please no.
I went down on the Wiki Watchy with him on his old pontoon boat, which was even bigger, and people love that. Everybody marked out to that captain's hat the whole time. They were like, "Man, nice hat,
a good captain's hat." I get it. Did it have the gold?
Oh yeah.
I get it.
But that's it. I mean that he had how big was that pontoon boat? 26?
24. It was maybe 25.
It was big. And the Wiki. Have you ever been down the Wiki Watch?
Yeah, sure.
It's beautiful, but it's tiny.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like from this wall to this wall in some places, and he's got the 26. He was good at
maneuvering
around that fucking pontoon boat, man.
Every time I went, all my friends were like, let me drive. You'd be like, all right, he's been asking for, 4 hours to drive the boat. Fine, you can drive the boat. Never within 30 seconds did they not crash. Right into like another boat. You're like, and every time right before they crash, they're like, Trace, grab the wheel. And I grab the wheel right as I'm crashing. So it looked like I crashed into him.
With a captain's hat on.
With adding insult to
I wasn't.
injury.
I swear I'm not the captain.
I just have that Love Boat theme song on repeat. The Love Boat.
That's a great song. That's a great theme song, man. Soon we'll be man. Jack Jones.
I see. Boy, you got some insight on that one.
I'm
No,
old,
it was a great theme song.
70s. It's fucking Love Boat.
Yeah.
It's just, God, if you look back at it's just a horrific. It's like how sophisticated as a society were we with some of the stuff we were putting out? And it's like for simpletons.
Do they even have theme songs for shows anymore?
Yeah, I don't. I'm sure they do.
Like
but-
new shows, like on
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah.
I feel like they just
Skip
use an
that part.
instrumental track. Yeah, or you could just skip it. Yeah, I don't know. It used to be the trademark. It was like the signature of a show. Now I don't really.
I mean, like think of the
I don't know.
the Friends theme song was actually a hit on the radio back in the day. I'll be there for you. I'm trying to think. The Rockford Files was a hit on the radio.
All right, okay, but I mean currently.
There's nothing. No,
Currently,
it's
there's
not
no.
It's not
a thing, right?
I think because it's so diverse. Everybody's watching and viewing different things.
Yeah.
Nothing's like you used to have three.
Nothing sticky.
You have to three networks, so a third of the country was watching and hearing that theme song and making it popular. Now you got 18,000 apps and streaming, and this everything is divided into a small audience. I think it's harder to make the theme songs go mainstream.
I was gonna say because you'd be great at theme songs.
Miss my calling.
Yeah. You could have really knocked it out of the park.
Could have knocked it out of the park.
Television theme shows. Yeah, dude, that would have been great. What a calling! What a calling! If you're the person that's doing that,
it's a gig, man.
That's
a sweet gig.
My wife and I watched she goes, "Do you remember the Kmart commercial?" Because we were talking about Kmart.
Is it still around?
I haven't seen one.
Yeah, that's why we were talking about it.
Yeah.
We're going, I don't think it's around anymore. I haven't seen a Kmart in years. She goes, do you remember the old commercial of Ship Your Pants? And
Yeah,
I'm
I do remember that.
I did
That
not
was a great
remember it.
commercial.
She had to pull it up for me because I
Great
had,
commercial.
Yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm going, and I'm thinking of you and I. I'm going, man, if you put us in a room on just give us 24 hours just to get a whole thing together. We would come out of that room and it would be insanely creative, much like this one. This to me is, after I watched it, I was like, I do remember it now, and this was a really great concept.
It's like I was way, I when I was successful, it was. No, I mean back in the day, it was it was before I was successful in that niche, but the mainstream didn't want that. Like you couldn't have done this "Ship My Pants" commercial back then.
Do you ever recall seeing this, Trace?
Yes.
So you remember this?
Yeah. Oh, this is a great commercial.
Ship my pants. Right here? Ship my pants, you're kidding. You can ship your pants right here. You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my pants.
Yeah, ship your pants. Billy, you can ship your pants too.
I can't wait to ship my pants back.
I just shipped my pants and it's very convenient.
Very convenient.
I just shipped my drawers.
I just shipped my nightie. I just shipped my bed. If you can't find what you're looking for in store, we'll find it at Kmart.com right now and ship it to you for free.
Not anymore. I just looked them up. They're out of business.
Ship my pants.
Is Kmart out of business?
Yeah.
They're out of fucking business.
If I was Amazon, I would just take that and rip it off completely and say, hey, look, we're doing a take on the Ship My Pants and do a Ship My Anything. Like you could take that and make it a universal, concept.
It didn't do anything for them though. They still went out of business.
Yeah.
It was it was too little, too late. I think for Kmart. There's nothing you can do when you got a society that doesn't want to leave their house. They just want to order shit off Amazon. So Kmart was destined to be doomed, as are all department stores.
Same with Toys R Us.
Oh man, Toys, and then they go, "Oh, we're bringing Toys R Us back. It's going to be in Macy's department stores or whatever." And then you go into the Macy's, and the Toys R Us section is literally a shelf. You're like, this is not a Toys R Us. This is a shelf of toys. This is not the same thing that Toys R Us was. Just because you put the fucking giraffe there doesn't make it Toys R Us.
It doesn't. And can you imagine? I mean, like, what a joy as a child when you're going, like, your mom's like, or you're going to, or when I had kids, we're going to Toys R Us, and it was like
magical,
a meltdown, whole store of toys. And now it's just all on the internet. You know, you can't. It's fucking
And
good
I think
at-
Walmart had, their toys were so cheap, and now I think Walmart, once Toys R Us went out of business, jacked their prices up on their toys.
That's capitalism.
That's how it works.
Capitalism is a big fuck job, is what it is.
I do remember when, toys were not the most expensive thing. And I remember, we grew up very under middle class, whatever you want to call it. It wasn't poor, but it wasn't like, hey, can we get a Happy Meal today? It was like, no. But toys weren't outrageously expensive. And I'm growing up, I'm going, why didn't I have more toys? I feel like I should have had more toys. It wasn't I don't feel like it was a big ask.
What was it like when you were young? What was your say 10, 11? What was your favorite toy?
I would have to go with, if I'm thinking back timeline-wise, it'd probably have been Mask, which was...
Mask?
It was a short-lived cartoon, and they had these really cool vehicles that they morphed. And then, of course, G.I. Joe, but I couldn't afford G.I. Joes.
Couldn't afford G.I. Joe.
So my mom did get me the G.I. Joe, carrier. It was like I don't know, almost like a big...
Did you had a carrier or no G.I. Joes to carry?
No, she got me
I'm so sad right now. I got a little tear for you, man.
She got me the plastic bag of the plastic characters, and I dumped them in the back of the carrier. There was no...
Now, when you got so you had some G.I. Joes.
No, I had no G.I. Joes. I had the plastic mold
Army
characters.
guys.
Yeah, the Army guys.
I was about to say those were my favorite.
They were great, but not when I wanted G.I. Joes.
When you it's a different era. Were your G.I. Joes the 12 to 16-inch G.I. Joes, or were they the smaller G.I.
It was a smaller G.I. Joes.
Oh, you missed it. See, it was like Barbie dolls when I was growing up, but
they were
G.I.
huge.
Joes, they were that big, and they had the kung fu grip.
Yep.
And they could hold their gun. I fucking loved my G.I. Joes.
Do you still have any of them?
Lifelike hair.
Maybe.
It was so threaded in, right?
It was lifelike. It was a buzz cut.
They always look like they're about to jerk somebody off.
Yeah.
With beautiful hair.
See, most people use it to hold the guns. I had a Jack Shack going on in my job. I was trying to make money.
They all just look like modern day hairdressers.
G.I. Joe. I used to love my G.I. Joes.
Do you have any of your old toys?
No, I don't. No.
Doesn't that suck though? Because they'd probably be worth a lot of money.
See, for them, we got one bin, like a Tupperware bin that's got all that old shit with the anime. What's this? Dragon Ball Z shit, G.I. Joes, and all that shit. We got one bin, but it's not in. Couldn't make any money off it. It's all trashed. Trace's daughters, they have some Barbies. They couldn't give a shit about their Barbies.
Yeah.
Their Barbies are all nude with no heads. It's like
Barbies are on the outs, man.
Yeah.
What I thought was bizarre was Margot Robbie and Barbie got excluded from the Oscars, Trace. She was not nominated for Best Actress for her portrayal of a fucking Barbie doll, and it's her portrayal of a vacuous bimbo Barbie doll did not get an Oscar nod, and people are outraged. It's like it was a dog shit movie.
She was too good. She was simply too good. She was above the character.
Barbie movie.
Yeah, exactly. Barbie.
How do you know it was a shit movie? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I watched the first.
You watched Barbie movie?
Were you not here when we talked about how we did a social experiment and watched the Barbie movie? We watched 20 minutes of it, maybe 25. And it was like that at that point where I was like, it's going to get better.
Yeah.
It's a setup. It's going to get better.
I
get it. It's fucking dog shit. It's the worst shit I've ever seen. I was mad. And the Oscars for that.
Well, going back to the toy thing real quick. A friend of mine was talking because we were out doing a toy drive thing around Christmas. And we were like, what was your favorite toy as a kid? He goes, I wanted the Star Trek Enterprise. There was that.
The actual,
I guess, like a
model,
big thing.
Model,
yeah. And I don't really remember it until he pulled up a picture. Guess how much that thing's going for?
Oh.
What do you think that?
$200.
$1,000.
Dude, there was one for sale on eBay, $10,000. There's apparently it was like a limited edition, the big. big Star Trek Enterprise. I don't know anything. I didn't really remember it, but
That's it's old as dirt, that series. I mean, I love that series, but I wouldn't pay shit for it. But they were talking like I saw
you would pay $10,000 for a toy.
I wouldn't pay $10. But they were talking about they found a Star Wars manuscript. That Harrison Ford had and left in his old apartment, and the people that owned the apartment kept it, and now they're like, hey, we got this, and they're like, it may fetch $13,000, the original Star Wars manuscript. I was like, it's gonna fetch like $200,000.
Yeah,
man, what are you talking about, man? There's people who love Star Wars are gonna.
They love Star Wars.
Can you imagine one? I'm not that way, but one that Harrison Ford was reading himself. Don't you think a fucking Star Wars, fan
he needs to clean his apartment? Of all the things to leave behind, like, what else did he leave behind?
I can only imagine. It's Harrison Ford.
How about Bruce Willis with the... never mind. I was going to say, how about Bruce Willis with the dementia?
Yeah.
That sounds terribly crass when you...
But he's got it bad. He's done. He's done for. He's done for.
Yeah, it looks rough.
How old is Bruce Willis? He's got to be... Is he like 70?
I'm going to go 66.
68. I'm going to go 69. 69. Trace is 68. You're 66. Bruce Willis, severe dementia.
Bruce... I'm just going to go with Bruce Willis' age. I'm not going to...
I want him to remake Die Hard with dementia.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yo! Yippee-ki-yo!
Mother, what?
Feed me a line.
Line.
How old is he? You got it?
68 years old.
Yeah.
Trey's got that one.
I mean, that's about right. I mean, dementia.
That's kind of.
Is that early?
That's my dad had dementia in his 80s.
I love playing the age game, as you know. Now it leads me to other ones because it says people also searched for. When are we going? Travolta.
Oh shit. Jesus.
Oh,
that's a good one.
It is a good one because he's timeless. He looks timeless.
66.
I'm just sticking with my 68.
Okay. Matt,
he is Travolta's favorite age, 69.
Oh shit. Damn.
How about Stallone?
Oh, he's old as dirt.
Oh God.
Guy's ripped. Guy's shredded.
71.
72.
72, 71. That man's 77 years old.
What?
Damn.
77.
All right.
Damn.
Here's one. Demi Moore. Ooh. The smoking hot Demi Moore.
62.
64.
61 years old.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow. Sybil Shepherd. She's still alive?
Oh, my God. 70.
73. Wow. Yeah, man.
That was a big. I mean, nobody ever talks about moonlighting. Trace probably doesn't even know the existence of moon. Do you?
I've heard of it.
It was Sybil Shepherd and Bruce Willis
in a torrid love,
in a very sexually tense.
Every episode was sexually
tense. But they hated each other, but there was the sexual tension.
Yeah. And it all the episodes ended up the same way, and then it had like a sexy saxophone at the end of the episode,
it did.
And then it had Dick Wolf Productions or whatever it was.
I'm gonna go back and watch an episode of Moonlighting.
I swear to God, if you go back and watch Moonlighting, but you don't watch Wolf of Wall Street.
Has he not seen Wolf of Wall Street?
No!
Whoa, man.
This weekend, we got some time on our hands. We're going to get up early, hit the early bird, and then
Wolf
watch
of Wall Street's not funny, but it's a really fucking good movie.
So good. He won't watch. He watches Barbie. He watched Barbie.
He was doing a social experiment. The Barbie movie.
Barbie movie.
Why do you say it like that? What's the...
That's a Theo Von.
Oh,
Theo Von clip. He's like, if I go see the Barbie movie, it's like... That made me mad watching it. It's like, look, I don't give a shit about if the movie's good. I love good movies. I love movies.
Sure.
But it offended my sensibilities how terrible it was and how just shitty it was and how much money it made for being shitty.
Yeah, dog shit.
Because I went and saw Thor Ragnarok with Weston, and it was completely fine. It was dog shit, but it was completely fine. It was spectacular.
Yeah, you know what you're getting into. Yeah.
But they don't make good movies like like just a draw?
They sure do. One is called Wolf of Wall Street.
How old is that shit?
It's
right
10
there?
years.
10,
And
15, 15,
it's
20
more,
maybe.
It's more than 10. It's old. See, don't make
Either
that.
way, you haven't seen it.
No, I haven't. Man.
I don't know. Like that's just one movie I go back to.
That's one of the few movies that I've seen like 10, 15 times.
One of these days, I'm going to shock you. I'm going to say, man, I've watched Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, it's going to be disappointing though, because then you're going to go, and I have to tell you, it was terrible. And I'm going, God damn it, I wasted all my time and energy shilling Bitcoin and pimping Wolf of Wall Street, and here we are.
The only thing, like, I saw like a 2-minute scene of Leonardo DiCaprio on like Oxycontin or something.
Yes.
And he's like crawling in a parking lot, and I was like, this is pretty good shit. So I'm sure I will like the Wolf of Wall Street.
It's good. Man, the only other movies that I've seen so many times, back in the day, I didn't have any internet or cable or anything, just a DVD player, Talladega Nights, and the goalie's 100 best saves. That gets old after about six saves. You're like, all right, this is dog shit.
Were you watching them on the Bubba TV?
Oh yeah, yeah, big.
Bubba gave he got me a big screen TV one year.
Well, that was nice of him. How dare you speak ill of the man? After he bought you a TV with your salary.
For my loyalty, he bought me with a $495 TV. And so then once it outlived its usefulness because TVs weren't, 800 pounds and 16 feet wide. We gave it to
He took it off the wall of Bubba's Ale House and gave it to you?
It was on wheels.
Okay.
It was, this is long time ago for the flat screen technology. And then we gave it to Trace, and he used it for many years. Many years at his hellhole.
I'd invite people over just because I had such a big TV. I was like, I'm thinking they'd be impressed, and then they get there and they're like, "What's with your old TV?" I'm like, "It's giant. Don't you like my giant TV?" It's all grainy.
AJ says I just couldn't waste the time nor money on the effing Barbie flick. And he said, I get it. And me and Donna had a conversation. We're like, let's get the Barbie movie as a sociological experiment.
Did you pay for it?
Yeah, I was like, we're gonna get it, and because I gotta know, because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is good. And I was dog shit. I was so mad.
You contributed to it, though.
I did. Look,
you tithed.
Look, it's my job as a member of the media to explore these things, Matthew. And I did. I was so mad. It was so bad. It was worse than I could have possibly imagined.
Like one of the worst movies you've ever seen?
Bad? Yeah, top 20 bad. It's like, because you look, I'll watch.
Why are you wasting time watching bad movies? You know it's going to be bad. What are you doing?
Because it gave me material for my show.
But you have Netflix?
Look, I'm going to watch.
I'm not talking about Wolf of Wall Street
anymore. It's Friday night. Tomorrow night, me and Donna will watch Wolf of Wall Street. What do you think about that?
I don't think you're going to do it.
I don't think you're going to do it.
Something may come up. I don't know.
You got to clear your calendar. It's like 3 hours.
It's like tomorrow. I think we've got the first clear calendar for a while.
There is in that movie though. There is a thing that I was not familiar with. I'd heard of the drug before, but it was kind of I think before my time. I don't know pills back then or whatever. Not that I do them now, but I'm saying I didn't know what it was. But the lemons, what was it?
Quaaludes.
It was a Quaalude.
Oh, Quaaludes.
And that's a big central focus of the movie is the lemon 5
certain
or
kind.
something. There's some certain kind of it.
Now, I've never had a Quaalude.
So you weren't into any of that?
I was never into pills, but I've never had a Quaalude, and that was like, I'm sure they don't even make them anymore. But what is it equivalent to? What is a Quaalude equivalent to?
I don't really know. I think it's
a depressant.
It's kind of like Xanax, maybe, but with a little. After you fight the effects of it making you sleepy, and it kind of gets I think it's a little different.
I would say it's equivalent to a Xanax meets an Ambien.
Yeah, there you go.
At least as described in the movie.
Now you're talking.
Which,
hey, if anyone in the chat has had a Quaalude, please let us know exactly what a Quaalude
I mean,
does.
imagine what you could get for a bottle of Quaaludes right now. If you had, like, I'm sure some old guy paid $100,000 for a script of
Why don't you
Quaaludes.
go on eBay right now and see what it...
They don't sell Quaaludes on eBay.
What is it? eBay is not the Silk Road. Like, what are you doing?
Oh.
Quaaludes. Yeah.
I think there was 3 A's too. It's Quaaa Ludes. Not really. No, I think there was really like 2 A's. There was like 2 A's.
I remember in bits you used to reference lewds.
Because it's such a cool Quaalude. It's such a good name.
It is a good name.
Quaaludes. And people used to get fucked.
That's got to be like it had to be like the maybe like I think I've had like an Oxy or two as a legit pain pill. I don't like the way that stuff makes me feel.
No, it's not good.
So maybe the Quaalude is equivalent to maybe an Oxy meets an Ambien. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, but that Ambien, see, that's a... How about an Oxy meets an
I think
Adderall?
I think
I'm looking
I'd-
for an Oxy meets an
Whoa.
Adderall.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking.
Party time.
It's called speedballing, I think. But
I'm looking to snort something. Tootskis, anybody? Tootskis?
Looking to snort something
while I sleep.
Back in the day on the show, this is probably about when you were there, Trace. You weren't in the studio with Shannon Burke, right? You weren't, right?
No.
Okay, so this is when we were using vapes, but they were hash. So we were using hash vapes, and we're an Adderall, and we called it hash raw. And it was like, man, that's a recipe for what we thought was a good show.
Were you guys out of your mind in a bad way? Like
I thought
staring?
I don't know. I think it was no. It's because you got the hash, but then you got the upper, so it takes away the
again speedballing.
It takes away the lethargy of the weed.
Yo, your dad's hardcore.
Fuck it, you hash raw. Oh, man.
I've never done hash.
It's not that much different.
What's the big deal about
It's
hash?
just like concentrated weed. It's not that much different.
So it would be like the wax of today? Like,
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But and it makes me sad because like me and Shannon Burke, we were going hash raw, and we'd have a great show. And then he bitched out so much with that Tom Brady post. He did not. He totally bitched out and was offended.
Oh,
by it.
yeah,
And
the one you put up.
I was like, come on, man. What? You saw the post. Like I put up the
Where he called him a down. Yeah.
when he put the Bubba rings.
Yeah.
And it's like that wasn't really making fun of you, Shannon. That's making fun of the fucking rings.
What did he do? What did he say?
He's like, blah, blah, blah. What do you got, herphiglioma? Oh, wait, and if you had a chance to be a host of an AM show, wouldn't you be? And so I started going back and forth, and then some of his...
Oh, I don't know about this part.
And some of his dumbass listeners were getting involved going, blah, blah, and I was like... And then I was laying in bed, and I was like, well, I know what I'm going to say to those motherfuckers. And I went, wait a second. I'm not going to say anything. And I'm not going to even look at my Twitter.
Ooh.
And I haven't for 6 days. And
Oh, it's burning a hole.
No, I don't. No, it's like it's so useless.
It's vapid.
It's so useless. I'm really getting it now. It's like you're arguing with idiots who have you can never win arguing with an idiot. You can never win, and it's like, why am I trying? It's like.
You should have dropped a Costanza. Oh yeah, well the jerk store called and they're running out of you. Just a real basic lame.
But it doesn't. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you say. You can't beat ignorant, brainwashed people. And I had an epiphany. I'm like, I'm just gonna get
Good for you.
I'm just gonna get a burner Twitter account like
Dude,
Matt
yep.
and not worry about this shit because you can't win.
No,
you can't win against morons.
Burner accounts are the best.
And I was totally cool with Shannon. I'd retweet some of his stuff. I'd reply to his stuff. But if you can't take a fucking joke, if you're gonna put the Bubba rings in a Tom Brady pose and you can't take me making a joke about that, fuck off, man. I got nothing for you, man. Fuck
I mean
off.
that the rings are $0. Like we said, you couldn't get a nickel for them at the pawn shop.
No, not a nickel. They would laugh you out of the fucking pawn shop. So yeah, I got no time for that shit.
Dude, there was a Huff, right? Huff Daddy. My boy Aubrey, right?
Aubrey Huff, yeah.
Goes crazy on Twitter or whatever, makes people he's got a whole thing going on. I think it's funny. He thinks it's funny. It's fine.
Because when you're when you like, he doesn't need money.
No.
He's set for life.
Good.
You can do whatever the hell you can say whatever the hell you want.
And he does, and he's enjoying
does.
it. And he ended up going over to this this is like a year ago or so, and he went over to this really famous person's house, and they go, "I love your stuff on Twitter, but I can't say anything about it. I can't do anything."
Yeah.
He goes, "But I follow you from my burner account." And and he's like, "No kidding." And like, but here's who it was, just so you know.
Yeah. That's big time. That's big time.
Loves him. Like and I'm going, it gives insight into people sometimes when you go, oh, okay, so they it's that thing like you can't say stuff because it'll ruin your image or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he went over there and the guy was marking out to him big time.
Well, good, but that's why I admire people who publicly don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's like I really admire those.
It
kind
takes
of
a special person.
And almost have to be to a certain level of success where you can say "fuck you."
You do.
know? What I don't understand is Mel Gibson.
Okay.
How does Mel Gibson is on tape saying the most horrific things to a woman, his current girlfriend or wife, and he was arrested for DUI, saying horrible things about the Jews, which you can't say.
Yeah.
You can't say nothing. And what is with Mel Gibson?
He's got to get away from free card.
He's got to get out of jail free
You're doing the
card.
Vince McMahon defense. What's the deal with him? How come he gets to do it?
I don't understand.
Ah!
He's
uncancelable.
He's uncancelable.
No. Okay, wait. I haven't seen Mel Gibson in anything lately. Have you? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some sort of project, but I feel like he did get canceled a bit, and I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Isn't he a lunatic though? Right? Like
No, he's a lunatic. He's a fucking lunatic. If you heard the conversation with him and his girlfriend, he's a fucking. You should just smile and blow me. He's a lunatic. He's a fucking lunatic.
Now, with that being said, there's been times when you have a relationship, things get a little out of control.
You can walk around with those dresses and your pussy showing.
But she might have been a real cunt.
I mean, I haven't.
She might have been a real cunt.
One
It
of my
happened.
exes, I had some real nasty conversations with, and I'm like, that's young love. Now, keep in mind, he was like 50 when it happened, but different story. But I'm kind of like going, all right, I've had a tiff or two in my day, not anything of that, but sometimes you get nothing domestic. Sometimes you just want to yell at.
I mean, that's true. You make a good point. If you had the tapes of the things that Don and I have said to each other over 40 years, probably wouldn't look too good.
Exactly.
It wouldn't look too good.
I mean, Alec Baldwin, when he told his daughter all that,
You fat pig.
Yeah,
You fat little pig.
before he shot somebody, right?
before he was charged with manslaughter. Okay, questionable, but look, tempers flare.
Yeah.
I have to give some people the benefit. Now, with the racist stuff that Mel Gibson did, no bueno. Like, that's,
He doesn't like the Jews.
Doesn't like them. Not a fan.
But he was raised.
I'm a fan.
He
He's
was
not.
raised in an anti-Semitic household.
Is that what it was?
What's a boy to do?
Is that what it was?
I think his dad's really anti-Semitic.
Yeah, if you think he hates Jewish people.
Yeah, his dad really hates Jews.
Bro, I think we talked about it before. I don't know any. Growing up around here, I never knew anything about the Jewish culture. Nothing negative at all, until we went to New York, and we were working at Sirius XM, and there was I overheard a lot of conversations with people that were very close to our world. I won't say who, and they're really talking badly, and I'm going, am I missing something here? Are these people? And it was this whole conversation about they were looked at differently, and I heard really bad stuff, and I didn't know.
I don't think
what
that.
for.
I think it's hype. I've seen the advertisements on TV about how anti-Semitic hate is up 397%. I've never in my entire life.
I just never heard of it.
been a part of or heard of any
Yeah.
Nobody I know gives a shit. Nobody even. I don't know whether you're Jewish or not.
I honestly,
I've never
cared.
I've never cared or know if you're Jewish or not.
I didn't know till recently, past couple years when it's been, because they're all talking about it. I never noticed any of my friends were Jewish that were Jewish. I didn't even.
I'm with you.
I have no idea.
Like Marco's Jewish. Marco's
Yeah.
Jewish, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was Jewish. I don't know. He seemed like a funny guy. I don't know.
All I know is when I was like 15, I got invited to a girl's party, and I think she was turning 15, and it was great. And I was like, whatever's going on here is a great party. I don't know anything beyond that. And then on top of it, they're going, well, they run the media and they do this. Okay, well, good for them. Like that seems like they're doing really well for themselves.
They're good at running the media.
Yeah, like I can't hate on that. Like, great. Seems like they're all working to be successful. And, I don't know.
Beavers smell like tuna, 200 bits.
Hey!
200 bits, which is $2.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? I have no idea what it equates to.
And what people are saying, what beavers smell like tuna is saying is that the hang with Mike and Matt plus one with Trace is worth $2.
We're making about a dime an hour here.
We're making a dime an hour. A dime an hour. And you know what?
I've spent more money on my 10 times distilled vodka.
We're only $7 in the hole, Matt. We're only $7 in the hole. And I think most streams are way more in the hole than we are.
Well, who else is is there a way we can pull up streams of other people that are doing stuff?
I think we can.
Like live to see.
But you can't make fun of them, so what's the point?
You can't make fun of them.
I don't want to make fun of them. I
Okay,
just want to
just not check it out.
You can't help
check
it.
it out. Let's just peep something.
Gosh,
Can we peep stuff? I know.
I don't even, I think I can.
Oh, you have a disease.
I'll make fun of them, but it'll be in an ASMR style. So
I feel like
do it quiet.
I feel like a real pussy right now, but
you're not going to do it, are you?
I gotta pee so
Oh,
bad.
I feel you, man.
Oh
no!
I gotta pee so bad. I want to come back and do that deal, but it's getting. I don't know.
All right, we can wrap it up.
No, not wrap
you
it
want
up.
to do it?
No, I want to do it, but I gotta pee. You got
just go pee real quick.
I gotta pee so bad.
Oh, you guys gonna handle it all for me?
Yes.
You fucking motherfucker! I'll be right back.
I'll just promote some stuff real quick and
promote the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Man.
Yeah, just go pee.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Look, I got a bitch ass bladder.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I've always had a bitch ass bladder. It's not because I'm old.
Look,
when I was younger, I had a bitch ass bladder.
Look, you don't have to explain it. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're not going to say anything about you while you're gone.
You have a
Everything's
bitch
gonna be
ass
great.
bladder. I have a bitch ass bladder. I'm not gonna get it checked out. I'm like my dad had a bitch ass bladder. That's probably why I got one.
That's what I do too. I went to the doctor. I went to, because I'm like, man, I'm peeing like 50 times a day. And I'm going, something's up. So I go to the urologist and they gave me Flomax, right?
Yeah, that sounds like it's gonna make you pee more.
I guess it makes you pee more, like a hold less,
At
pee
once.
more kind of thing or something.
Helps empty you out.
Yeah, empty me out. But like the side effects, and I won't say what they were, but let's put it this way. The doctor didn't tell me about them. Did not warn me about the old side effects of Flomax.
Gosh, I want to know.
Bro, all right.
Oh, it's so explicit. You got to write it down.
I don't want to say it. Okay,
I can almost guess it.
Okay,
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, and I'm going. Well, the trade-off is this or that.
It's not an even trade-off.
I'm just going to go ahead and pee more. And I've never been to that urologist since. I'm like, dude, I don't want anything to do with you. And furthermore, I feel like he bastardized the medical profession by not telling me any of the side effects. Now, I know you're supposed to read them on the thing or whatever. I probably should have done my research, but yeah. I didn't. I just wanted to pee less and more at the same time.
I have to be close to dying to go to the doctor. Last time I went I almost cut my hand off, so I had to go to the doctor.
You got scars on it?
Oh yeah, it's like I'm like literally.
Was that a propeller or am I wrong? Why do I feel like I heard a propeller?
The flywheel of my boat motor. And
what's the flywheel? Is that different than the propeller?
Yeah,
I'm so dumb.
It's on the top. It spins real fast and it's got gears on it. My hand slipped into it while it was going real fast.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Do you have nerve damage in there?
Oh, a little like this. My pinky's numbish. And
let me see the scar.
Oh, he had to have surgery.
Wow, that's brutal.
He couldn't move a couple of
Bad.
fingers. Do you want any pizza?
Oh no, thank you.
I'm good right now. Yeah, but I almost didn't.
So go ahead.
I almost didn't get the surgery because I couldn't move these two fingers because it cut the tendons.
Yeah.
And one night I grabbed a football and set a Mountain Dew bottle like 20 yards away, and I'm like, if I hit it, I'm not getting the surgery.
I could throw that football over the mountains.
And I nailed it, and I was like, oh man, I might not get the surgery.
So that was the
almost
pivotal
determined it, but my wife was like, "You can't use your hand. Go get the surgery."
So you did get the surgery?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, dude.
No, he had to. He wouldn't have been able to use his hand.
Is it left or right?
It's right hand, so yeah, I kind of
yeah.
had to do it.
I kind of think about it sometimes because I'm righty. I go lefty. I'm like, yeah, I had a good run.
Right?
Like
I don't even use it anymore.
Like sometimes when I even think about, okay, if I was to get disabled in some sort of accident or whatever and couldn't walk anymore, I'm going, I had a good run.
Yeah.
Walked for many a years. So I sit down for the rest.
The left arm is just, yeah, it's basically useless at this point.
I don't do a lot. Yeah, lefty.
No.
You guys want to see Hippie Habitat with 263 views? Let's see what Hippie Habitat's doing.
Hippie Habitat?
Yeah, Hippie Habitat.
Oh, he's
texting.
He's on his fucking phone, man. We're fucking overthinking this shit.
Bro, he's got a microphone and he's not even saying a word. We got microphone. We're talking into him. We're utilizing him. He's got a microphone. He's just pretending. He's not even.
It's not even hooked up.
Hippie Habitat.
Watching Her Sleep, Josh Butler remix. Have you heard that one? That one's pretty good. I don't think I have it downloaded though.
I love this kind of music though. Hippie Habitat. I'm with you.
Gordon City's new track is unreal as well. I'll play that later.
I can't understand what he's saying.
He's got a lot of greenery around him. Yeah. Is he in the middle of a forest? Oh, I guess that's the hippie habitat.
I need a penguin.
Is that a penguin or a toucan?
I can't tell if it's. I was debating whether it was a toucan.
I think
or
it's a toucan.
Yeah.
But do
look
toucans
at those
have
little stubby
arms?
arms.
What did you say? What?
Look at those
Toucan's
little
got
stubby
arms. I don't know. That thing has arms.
It's feathers. It's
That's
wings.
not feathers.
That's wings.
That's an
wings.
arm.
That thing ain't flying nowhere.
That's a nub.
Look at this asshole.
I don't know. I like it. I like
Hey,
music.
I love
I
it.
do.
This guy's great.
I do love this music. I do. You don't like this music?
It's fucking nothing.
What do you mean it's nothing?
Does it inspire you? Does it?
When I'm working, not working out. When I'm working,
This is
it helps me focus. I like it.
it's dog shit.
No. I like his glasses. He's got a North Face on.
I'm telling you, DJing is a lot of pretending to us snobs that do
Meatball was
things.
32. Yo, thank you, Meatball. Appreciate a lot, man.
All right, so he's got a couple hundred people watching.
Yeah,
but I get it. It's
is this his own music? Is this his own music?
No.
It's gotta be.
No. He's just he's spinning some remixes. I would think so.
The personality is what's grabbed me. This guy's got me enraptured by his incredible personality.
It's dynamic. That's the thing. It's very dynamic.
How long? I mean,
he's in the mix. He's in the mix. He's going to transition. Look.
Oh, here we go. Here we
Hear
go.
that?
Here
Hear
we
that
go.
mix?
Drop it. Drop
Here we
the
go.
bass. Drop the bass.
Yep.
He ain't
That's
doing
the usual
shit.
swag,
He's
man.
in the
I
mix.
don't think he did
He didn't
anything.
do shit.
Yeah,
He didn't do shit.
That's the mark of a good DJ. You don't even know what he did. He just completely transitioned over. You guys didn't even notice it. That's how good Hippie Habitat is.
He didn't transition to shit.
What are you talking about? He just switched songs right
Did
on
he?
top of your ass. Yeah, listen to that.
This song's so
New
lame.
song.
This isn't a song.
Solo
Not a
Chuck Weed.
song.
Should we hop in
It's
the
a song.
Discord? What's happening?
Yeah, hop on the Discord.
What's happening tonight? How horny
I
are
like
we thinking
it.
about
This is
getting?
an offense to my senses.
What else is going on?
All right, let's get rid of this dog shit.
What do you mean? This
It's
guy's
great.
great.
Oh.
I like the music. I do.
You guys are making me angry. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got. This is the front page of Twitch. Let's
Perfect.
Let's see what we got. Do we want to hear Forkin' on a Friday with the Plaz?
Yes, I do.
Yep. Say no more. Sure do.
Forkin' on Friday with the plastic.
What?
Oh, Lord.
It's like an 80s
And we
music
just
video.
sat there with like our mouths agape.
Yes. That's
Agape.
Like, what the hell are we watching?
Yeah, we couldn't
anyway,
stop. We couldn't
everybody
stop.
What the hell are we
follow
watching?
the windbag. It's a trip. I can't
221 people watching these assholes.
They're great. What are they doing?
I love his hair.
Is that really Pinwheel? Were you really doing Pinwheel?
I don't know.
Young Schwarzy? Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
but I
his-
think he didn't know
that's
the
his hit
lyrics. I
song,
think
yeah.
you knew the
What's
lyrics.
up with the
Yeah, you
the
killed
graphics?
that, by the way.
What is going on?
I don't know what's happening.
I don't even know what's. I have no idea what's going on. We've got the facts of life going on over here. We got Devo. What is going on? Maybe we're focused too much on having an interesting conversation. We just have random shit playing in the background.
Absolutely amazing.
Did people not remember that? Is that like...
I mean, like, I don't know anyone besides my intimate family who would know that you guys are so awesome.
All right, who else is
What
on
is he
here?
talking about? See? What the fuck is going on?
I was thinking about other things. I completely lost interest immediately. This is awful.
I don't know how to get out of this.
I mean,
I'm trying to
it's great.
Get the fuck out of this.
I meant it was great.
It's a great photo.
Oh shit. Okay, how about
So far, Hippie Habitat's
this guy in Insane Clown Posse makeup. Let's check out this guy.
Is it Shaggy?
No.
It is
really?
Shaggy.
It is.
Shaggy!
He's only got 300 people watching him.
What are you talking about? That is Shaggy.
I know, but he's only got 300 people watching him. This guy's famous.
Oh,
Is
dude.
it froze up? What's the deal? Oh, he didn't play it.
You know, it's so late in the fucking winter season.
Shout out to
Everything's
Shaggy.
so picked over. It's like I could find I can't find shit that matches. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be like a small hoodie with 2X fucking pants. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, well, I can't.
I love this guy. How do you not love ICP?
That's it. But yeah, so finally I went to the last mall I went to 2 malls the other day. I went to this almost dead mall called Oakland Mall, which is on 14 Mile and 75. I hadn't been there in so many fucking years, and I was just surprised at the amount of stores that weren't in there.
He's got to do kind of the same. Like you dress up. You do the Ned thing.
Yeah.
He's got to do. He's got to do the
do it.
makeup because you can't.
That's a lot of makeup, though. That's gonna take. I'm wondering how long it takes him.
Did you ever see I was going to be Shaggy for Halloween? For real.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'll do that for Halloween, and I tried to do his makeup. I
Didn't
showed
work out.
bro. It's so bad. I look at.
I gotta see this. You need to get canceled for that.
Blackface?
Right? He was heavy on the black makeup. What the fuck? Were you even looking at a picture of this guy?
Yes, I was.
I know
How bad is that? May I remind you, Mike, of my Shaggy.
He's no artist.
I mean, I'm looking at
That's
Shaggy
nice.
here, and I'm looking at my Shaggy. It's not even close.
But how does Shaggy, too dope, only have 300 people watching him on Twitch?
Juggalos is out party.
I don't like.
I wasn't there long, but I pretty much went through the whole thing because I just kind of speed walked back like one level at a time. Like,
Are you answering things in the chat or no?
I will.
I'm hiding.
His wife comes on and tells him he needs to answer the chat.
Sounds familiar, right? Hey, don't ignore the people in chat. And then you go, I mean, I will. Like, it's the same conversation.
Exactly the same conversation.
Last day or so, there has not been any discussion about the 6th Joker's card. You have.
Oh, no, that's
been
no.
getting into the studio anytime soon.
No. Me and Joe talked about it a little bit, you know what I'm saying, but there's no plans to get in there this minute. But yeah, so anyhow, so this is like a rich people mall, you know what I'm saying?
All right, I got enough Shaggy. He's like talking about the mall and shit. He's not even trying to be interesting. It looks good though. He's got a good setup. I like his setup.
Dude, they have so much merch. Like all that stuff behind him is just
When's
stuff
the last
that-
time ICP came out with anything new?
I don't know. I really don't know.
All right, let's see. One more. Let's see. Fork. No, we did that. Let's see Where do you want to go? Let's see what's in just chatting.
What does just chatting mean?
It's like you just,
So are we under that category?
We're under just chatting.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right, let's see. How about Strawberry Tabby?
Yeah.
She's showing cleavage. That's all you need on Twitch. Just, I don't know. This doesn't look like it. Oh, she's live. She's live.
Strawberry Tabby? I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. Here we go.
What am I hearing right now? What?
Shitty audio.
Maybe checking the Twitch thing was not a good idea.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Everybody's
got their own lane.
We're in the wrong lane. I've always, the in entertaining, comedic, higher intelligence lane is the wrong lane.
Well,
it's the wrong lane. This is the lane. We need to wear pig hats and talk about bullshit. That's the fucking lane. What am I? I did it all wrong. The whole business model is wrong.
Pig hats.
Fucking.
It is a pig hat too.
Dumb it down a lot.
Oh, that's funny. Well, hey, what are you gonna do? By the way, download us on Spotify. Check us out on TuneIn, Apple Podcasts, theclusterfshow.com. Anything I'm missing? YouTube.
Follow and subscribe.
Yes. Wait. Like and subscribe. It helps us with the YouTube algorithm. That's the sentence. That's what everybody does.
Yeah. If I had look, this Strawberry Tabby has 2,300 people watching her.
Really?
Yeah.
She must be doing something.
We're way overthinking. Beaver smell like tuna. He's a one-man machine with 300 Sally Struthers bits.
One-man machine.
I don't even know what I'm saying. Thank you very much.
He's
a one-man machine.
Nobody's ever said that before.
Appreciate a beaver smell like tuna.
Bottle's almost paid for.
Oh no, we're way. I think that bottle was $15.
$15. See, why would you? I can't see going out to a club or a bar or any place and drinking nowadays because you're paying like $13 a drink.
Unless you go to Buddy's.
Unless you,
Bro, I went to Cheesecake Factory last night for my daughter's birthday. Won't be doing that again anytime soon.
How many of you?
It was 3 of us.
That's it?
Yeah. We were just, I took her out shopping and whatever, but first of all, their menu's crazy. There's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
And
it's a lot. That's a big menu. It's a big menu.
With me being autistic, Mike. It takes me a little time to process some stuff.
It does.
And I couldn't even process it. I was like, my wife goes, "Do you want me to order for you?" I go, "Yeah, you do that." I got but lettuce wraps.
What did you get? You went to the Cheesecake Factory and you got lettuce wraps?
Yeah, because I was like,
pedestrian lettuce wraps.
They were pretty good.
Were they good?
But my thing is, we could have easily done all this at home. Now I get it. It's my daughter's birthday, so it's about her, right?
It's special.
It's special. But to just go out and do that willy-nilly of like, hey, we're at the mall. You guys want to grab some food at Cheesecake Factory? I'm like, I don't think so.
No.
We're not going to do that.
It's a different time.
No, we're going to go to Publix and get something from the hot bar. Bring it back to the house.
Travel Buck, 500 bits.
Travel Buck.
Thank you. He's squanching in here.
How much is 500 bits?
$5.
$5.
Oh, okay.
5 spot.
All
Yeah,
right.
Abraham Lincoln.
All right. Well, look, we've almost got our bottle paid for. I think.
Almost got our bottle paid for. That's all we're looking for is to pay for. We've donate. I mean, there comes
to the Platinum 10X Vodka Fund.
There comes a time in your life. There comes a time in your life when you're looking to pay for your fucking bottle. There's nothing wrong with that. Wah Bussy said, "Fuck that! I got your bottle, 1,000 bits." Yeah, Matthew, 1,000 fucking bits from Wah Bussy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is 10 times distilled.
It's 10.
That's so many times.
How long that takes?
I gotta drink it.
It's not 5 times. It's not 8 times. It's 10 times.
10 times. It's been distilled 10 times.
A hype train is close with 2 minutes left until the hype train can kick in.
It's platinum.
Platinum.
Don't you want us drinking platinum?
That's fancy stuff right there.
You don't understand what ballers we are. I don't think people even realize what ballers we are.
Bring me your finest platinum 10 times distilled bottle, please.
Amy Lynn, where's that Sally Struthers bit, you fucking whore? I'm sorry. I didn't mean that, Amy Lynn.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that.
He did.
She's a sweetheart.
Amy Lynn, is that a female that we have listening?
Look, that's
Yeah.
a hey, that's a
Yeah.
that's a-
99% brought us down to 99% dudes.
It got 99% dudes and 1% Amy Lynn. Thank you, Amy Lynn.
If we don't get this
Appreciate it.
party started, we're going to be drinking 9 times distilled
Yeah.
vodka. It's
No,
going to go down from there. We're going to have 0%.
Once we're drinking three times distilled, I'm out.
It's gonna be 99 bananas vodka. It's gonna be Wabussy 200 bits. Trying to get us to that hype train. Trying to
Some liqueur.
appreciate it, Wabussy. I mean, I try not to be egomaniacal, but you've got 3 entertainment titans in here,
Ooh.
right in your computer, in your phone, in your living room.
Entertainment Titans. I like that.
Entertainment titans. You should-
Entertainment Titans!
Put this state Triple H dildo up your ass.
I'll be in my office!
Beaver smell like tuna, 300 bits. Hype train is close. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'm sure we're this close. We're this
Come on,
close.
get strip
So
club DJ
close.
style. Get a strip club DJ style thing you do.
Yeah, what's
Do I do it? No,
I don't know. You gotta do a thing. You do a thing. I don't know. I've heard you do a thing.
I got you, buddy. I got you.
I don't know.
I got the strip club. I got the strip club
I'll,
DJ.
I'll be over here popping bottles.
Pop that bottle.
I got that shit going on. Buddy.
Okay, here we go.
Great Friday, you motherfucker.
I got that strip club shit going, buddy.
Okay.
Hype train is close.
There it is!
1 minute left. The big fucking kahuna.
Drinking 20 times distilled next week.
We're going for 100 times distilled.
100 times distilled, bitches. Big kahuna, 300 bits, taking us to level 12% on a level 2 hype train, motherfucker.
Wow.
Dark Passenger says Twitch takes half.
We gotta deal with what we got, Dark Passenger.
Putting this down.
I don't know what you want me to do, Dark Passenger.
Back to 5 times distilled. They're taking half.
We're just trying to drink.
Corn pop wasn't bad.
Travel Bug squanching in here with 200 bits.
Strip club Mike. Come on, strip club Mike.
Come on, man.
Come on. I got hairy legs. I got hairy legs, buddy. I got hairy legs.
I got hairy legs.
Level 2. 31% Big Kahuna, 300 bits.
Come on.
It makes Matt feel good when you cheer bits when Matt's here.
Oh, yeah. He's feeling real good.
I didn't want to say anything, but Matt came to me and he said he didn't feel so good if he didn't get bits. And I was like, Matt, you're a worthwhile person.
I like validation, Mike.
Wabussy, 400 bits. Donna's in the chat saying, give us some PayPal money, bitches.
PayPal.
She's the man. Donna's the man.
Donna's the man.
48% level 2. I missed my calling. Strip club DJ, man.
Yep.
Missed it.
Could have done it.
Fireball.
You piece of shit loser.
Bring out today. Toyo Tommy gifted a tier 1 sub. He's gifted 55. That's a baller, Toyo Tommy.
Is he on baller status at 55?
Yeah. Well, not quite.
Very nice.
Because Emerson Johnson is gifted over 1,000 subs, so not quite reached that level.
He's not quite 10 times distilled.
Level 2, 68%. Travel Bug squanching with 300 more. 80%.
We're going to get this bottle paid for.
We're going to get this goddamn bottle paid for.
This is going to be a comp bottle on the house.
All we're looking for is liquor money, people. That's all we're looking for. 80%. Level 2. 2 minutes left.
Woo! You think we can get to Grey Goose level?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it. Oh yeah. Is that the top vodka at Grey Goose? What's the top?
At the liquor store, your local liquor store, maybe.
I mean, I can still reach it. It's not quite top shelf.
I used to drink it back in the day, so it must not be too fancy.
Right now, we're at New Amsterdam level.
New Amsterdam.
80% level 2 hype train. A minute 30 left. They're making it. They're making us sweat it out. They like to make us sweat it out, buddy.
Name another vodka.
Smirnoff.
Oh, Smirnoff.
That's the main one. I went to buy a bottle of Grey Goose once, and this guy was like, "There's this New Amsterdam. It tastes similar, but it's a lot cheaper." I guess I just give off a poor vibe.
It's all the same, right?
It's all the same.
Beaver smell like tuna with a. I went in a net. Sorry, with 100 bits.
Have you ever taken a shot and been like, "Ooh, that was good, quite tasty"?
84%.
Yes.
Oh shit! God damn it! Caught with my pants down.
Oh god!
Here we go. We got 1 minute to go. 88%. It's a nut tugger. Toyo Tommy, 100 bits. Thank you, Toyo Tommy.
It's a nut
30
tugger.
seconds. 30 seconds. Big Kahuna, 100 bits. Come on.
Oh god!
It's so close. I mean, don't make me beg. Don't make me beg.
He'll do it.
You sons of bitches. Big Kahuna, 100 bits, 92%. We got it. It's got to happen now. It's got to happen
What's
now.
the time? What's
10
90
times distilled. 10
Travel.
times
Woo!
distilled, ladies and gentlemen.
We have free liquor tonight. We've done it, Matthew. 300 bits for Travel Bug, taking us to level 3. Wild Bussy, 300 bits. Beaver Smell Like Tuna, 100 bits, taking us to level 3. 5%, 6%, 7%, 14%, 15%, 16%. I can't even keep track.
Mike's on it. He's on it.
I can't even keep track.
Do you ever drink absinthe?
It don't do shit.
I don't know.
I tried.
I have some in my house. I think I'm scared of it.
I've tried to do it. I've tried to do it for years and years. You know, to hallucinate. That's what they say it does. And then I finally looked it up, and it was just some guy in a different country drank a bunch of it and killed his wife. And they made it illegal because of that. Some drunk asshole just killed his wife.
That's what happened to your hand. You were high on absinthe. You put it in a propeller. You're like, bro.
Beavers Smell Like Tuna, 100 bits. Wild Bussy, 300 bits.
Hey, this beaver smells like tuna person. It's all right.
He's all right. He is all right. He is all right. Beaver Hype Train, level 3, 16%. On a Friday night, 9:45. Mike and Matt +1 hang.
Ooh. I made some. Oh, dear God.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, I don't think people realize the magnitude of the entertainment they're getting. It's
Mwah. My compliments to the content chef.
You sons of bitches. I have Tourette's. I don't mean to insult my listeners. You fucking cocksucking sons of bitches. Cheer more. I have a disease. I have an affliction. Level 16.
I'm autistic. This is getting out of control.
Level 3.
You wanted it.
You asked for it, man. Maybe the top cheer could get a black man comic book.
Yeah.
How about a white man comic? No, I wouldn't have gone over the same. I can't do that either. Both are equally as bad. Comic books.
White man. That's just all. No. White man. No. Bad falsetto. Travel Bug, 200 beds, taking us to 22% level 3. Toyo Tommy gifted his 56 tier 1 sub. Thank
Trying
you.
to get up there.
Thank you, Toyo Tommy, you son of a bitch. I shouldn't have said that. I should have said he's a nice guy.
He's a bitch.
Baller. You fucking son of a bitch. Level 3, 38% on on a Friday night, hanging with +1 Trace.
I have no idea how Twitch still works. I couldn't tell you.
I don't either. Trust me, I don't even know how it works.
Just a thing. I'm just watching it go.
It's just a thing. Trace is on the bongo.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to get my next hype train ready so I don't get caught with my pants down. 38%. There's bison on the tracks, Matt. There's bison on the tracks.
All right. Got the machine guns.
Beaver smell like tuna with a Sally Struthers 100 bits. We'll take it. We're not too proud. We will stream for food.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Beaver smell like tuna. 1 minute left. 41%. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen unless we get. I mean, it's gonna. We need.
Whoa.
Where's Emerson Johnson, that Navajo son of a bitch? He should be gifting massive amounts of subs.
Third down.
45 seconds. 41% on the level 3 hype train.
There it is.
Digi Ass Man says Toyo Tommy is my lover. I don't know what that means.
Digi Ass Man?
Totally cool with it.
Yeah.
We don't judge here on Cluster F.
No,
we
we
don't
don't.
judge.
You're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe?
I'm squatching in here.
Wabasi 500, too little, too late. 10 seconds. It's going to need a massive donation in 5 seconds to do it. It's not going to happen. We'll take the level 3 hype train.
Take it.
At 58%. Appreciate it.
Slim Jim. Wow.
I need to play Berlin PayPal song.
Oh, we're in
Somebody-
trouble. We're in trouble. She's coming in. We're in trouble. What did we do wrong?
Oh, what's that? Is that under P? I'm gonna go with P.
Did you just toot?
Who did? I did.
He really leaned into
He's
it
got
too.
some foul
Oh, no.
gas, a foul gas. It's usually crawfish. She's trying to. Donna's trying to aerate the studio.
You said it's usually crawfish?
Yeah, usually.
How much crawfish do you eat?
More than the average human, I bet.
Eats a lot.
Usually crawfish.
What she said? What?
It's like a mini trash lobster.
What?
I got it. I'm playing it right now.
She said, look at the paper in front of you.
I gotcha. Lynn Carr. Let me make sure this isn't a typo.
Lynn Carr.
$500 on PayPal.
Stop playing.
Shit.
God damn.
For real?
For real. Traps a crab and $10 on PayPal. Lady Stephosaurus, $10 on PayPal.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Buzzy's Moist Red Rockets gifted to Tier 1 sub, making it 179. That's a shit ton of subs, Buzzy.
A lot of subs.
Appreciate it.
Get that shit to
Little Berlin.
Bitch better have my money.
Oh, man.
Pay me what you want it.
We're popping bottles, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Platinum. 10
Platinum.
times the still. Wow, that's awesome.
Never let it be said I didn't use my kids for my own personal gain. That was a good job, Berlin.
Thank you.
She's Rihanna.
Yeah,
she's Rihanna incarnate.
She got into vet school, huh?
She did.
That's
She did.
awesome.
Oh, it took a long time. It's not easy.
We're hoping we can have an honest fucking vet out there now.
She's a good girl.
Like for real. Like
no, it's like she wouldn't like. How hard is it to raise kids that aren't like unscrupulous? Like she would never cheat anybody. She's like a sweetheart. She's all she cares about is animals.
Right? Like
and that's why she's never gonna have a successful vet. I'm sorry to say it.
You're right.
We talked about it earlier. Assholes finish first.
You're right.
She'll end up working at a zoo for like $24,000 a year
because she cares too much. No, you got to throw that caring shit out the window. It's like you got to make that money. Yeah, it's almost like a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you got to make money.
It's tough because you do want to give people honest answers, but at the same time, you're running a business. Yeah,
and
man.
it's like you're like, well, we're gonna have to put them down. It's like, but you don't want to put them down because you love animals, but they don't have enough money to pay for.
She's gonna find herself in a real like moral conundrum.
She's gonna be $100,000 in debt after her first year because she's gonna. Then she'll learn that you can't save everything. It's tough. You can't save everything, man.
Is she doing what's she gonna do? Living situation where she's going?
She's going to UF, so she'll probably get an apartment with her boyfriend. She got a good boyfriend. She's like, I'll move wherever you need to go, and I'll get a job. It's like, that's a good man.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a good man. He's letting you pursue your dream. Yeah, so she got a good guy. She didn't have a good guy a couple of years ago, and it hurts. It's a dad when your daughter doesn't have a good guy. It tears you up.
Oh, I hated it.
But now she's got a good man. We all love Bradley. We've always loved Bradley. She got a good guy.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So that's all you when you're. I never I got a shotgun. You better not be screwing my daughter. I didn't care.
What are you gonna do about it?
You can screw my daughter if you're a good guy. That's all I don't want my daughter screwing assholes. I didn't have no shotgun.
I don't know. I think the shotgun guys make the girls want guys that dad wants to shoot with the shotgun.
I think it does. They want them bad boys. They want them bad boys.
Meanwhile, you're like, you good guy? All right. Come on now. Screw my daughter.
Yeah.
Come on now. Yeah.
I mean, I know what I was doing. I
have a shotgun, but I don't think I'm going to use it. Go on.
Yeah, just don't. Yeah, just treat her good. That's all. That's all I care. You just don't treat my daughter like shit. That's all I cared about. Be nice.
Yeah. I think back.
I mean, because everybody knows what you're doing when you're a teenager. If your daughter, finds a guy that she likes, she's gonna have sex with him.
And she's 30.
All you can hope is for that. That she's a nice guy. That he's a nice guy.
I felt terribly embarrassed when my wife got pregnant
because another man with another man's baby.
Yes, terribly embarrassing. Really. No, there was a part of me. I'm going, well, now her parents know we definitely did it. Like, I'm a grown man. I'm still like there's like you may have a little bit of an inkling, but once she's pregnant, it's like, oh man, they definitely know now.
They have been fucking.
Damn it!
I knew it.
Yeah, like I don't
knew
know how
he was fucking my daughter. He lied to me.
It's an immaculate conception.
There you go. You just go biblical on them.
Yeah.
God, why? There's case history. There's a case history for immaculate conception.
It's such a ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. The immaculate conception. So ridiculous. What are we doing here?
It's such a do wrong.
Joseph, you rube.
Yeah, for Joe, it's such a do wrong for Joseph. It's like, well, there's an angel cranking my wife in there, and he's impregnating her with the seed of the Lord, and I'm just gonna.
No, there's no relations that have happened.
Or maybe Joseph was sitting in a chair cucking. He was cucking. I think he was cucking.
Get retarded good.
If you need me, I will be in my manger.
Archangel Angel Michael. Yeah, crank her.
Oh,
crank her. All right, I think we've all blasphemed now. So there's no hope for us.
Download us on Spotify. Like and subscribe on YouTube at Cluster F Show. Tell your friends. Spread the word.
Spread the word. And why don't we come back
Spread it.
We'll do a little bit more. We'll do one more segment. You good? You good for that or not?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
you good for that, Trace?
Maybe.
Maybe.
All this talking's got me flabbergasted.
Wabussy, 100 bits with the Sally Struthers as we walk out the door. Much appreciated with the $1 Sally Struthers, Wabussy. Woo! It takes a village, Spice. It takes a village.
It does.
It does take a village. So
That's
we
true.
appreciate all you people. No matter if you give, if you subscribe, whatever you do, subscribe to YouTube, watch us on Spotify. We appreciate it.
For just 50 cents a day, you can help us get platinum 10 times distilled.
What's the best vodka there is?
Best, like most expensive.
The most expensive. No, like not $1,000, but like not.
I think it is like
is it Grey Goose,
but
right?
like
I don't don't know.
A big bottle's only like $60-$70, I think.
Yeah.
We're almost to Grey Goose. Grey Goose.
Grey Goose.
Grey Goose.
Oh, Grey Goose. Oh, my favorite.
Grey Goose
Oh,
level.
Grey Goose and fried rice. Oh, so tasty.
Know that even if we could afford Grey Goose, we're still getting the platinum 10 times.
We're gonna get the bottle and pour the.
Yes.
Yeah, that's even trashier than anything.
Yeah, we will marry the bottles, my friends.
All right, thanks so much.
My friend did come over with a same bottle, and we were drinking it. We drank it. Once we finished it, he was like, "Yeah, I had couple other vodkas."
Throw them all together.
Bring 2 bottles.
Whip it all together.
Whatever, it all together.
He never noticed.
This is only 6 down distilled, you liar!
6 1/4 because you mixed it 3 times.
I'm telling you, I don't know the difference between nothing.
No.
You can give me vodka, the premium vodka, and whatever, and I'm tastes like vodka to me. I don't know. I'm pretty.
Unless you drink wine or champagne and you wake up and you're just like, I can't. My brain is destroyed.
I don't do that. Like on New Year's Eve, it's like give me something else. I don't even want to drink champagne. It's like champagne sucks ass.
Yeah, it's
really
overrated.
does. It's like, I'll take a shot of Fireball. Anything other than champagne on New Year's Eve. I don't give a shit. All right, we're out of here. Let me come back.
Are we out of here? We're coming back.
We'll come back and do a little VIP.
Right. Oh, VIP.
VIP.
Whoa.
Look, it's Matthew. I mean, it's all up to you.
No, I'm good, man.
You've graced us with your presence on a Friday night.
Dick.
No, I'm happy we were able to
VIP
to give the people a little something because I enjoy doing the hang, and thanks for tuning in, Trace.
Yeah,
tuning in.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Trace. Thanks for listening.
Listening to the whole show. It was great. Good job, guys.
All right, we're gonna come back on the VIP. Somebody else is gonna take charge because I'm completely incoherent at this point.
Knocked it out of the park.
Had a good time. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll be back for a little VIP deal on a Friday night. Take care, everybody, and thank you for the hype train. Everybody have a good one.